War. War never changes. The bombs fell, the world burned, and the old world vanished under a cloud of ash and radiation. Nations crumbled, cities turned to dust, and the comforts of civilization, electricity, clean water, and hot meals became distant memories. But humanity, we are stubborn. We crawled from the ruins, built shacks from scrap, and kept on going. In the ashes of the old world, new powers rose: the Brotherhood, the NCR, the Enclave, and countless raiders, slavers, and dreamers. Some seek power, most others are satisfied with survival. But every now and then, someone seeks something more. Enter Gwendelyn Samry, wasteland gourmet, iron stomach of the Commonwealth, a talented master chef reduced to a ramshackle kitchen in freezing Diamond City. But Gwen has a vision, a taste, a dream. She's heard whispers in old cookbooks and forgotten terminals of a dish once loved by millions, a sacred triangle of dough, sauce and cheese, pizza, and now she needs you. Across the radioactive wastes lie the sacred ingredients: mythical Tato hybrids, real cheese from a hidden vault dairy, wheat untainted by rot, and, if the recipe is to be perfect, the right meat. It's a mad, dangerous journey filled with ghouls, guns, and gourmet glory, but if you succeed, you won't just be survivors. You will be legends, heroes, culinary pioneers. So grab your gear, ready your appetite, and remember, war never changes. Welcome everybody, I'm RxOliver, this is Fallout, a real pizza work, and this is going to be a fun one, boys. So, thanks for joining me all. Thank you for joining me all. Like I said, this one's a bit more silly and a bit of fun. So, as you can see, it's about pizza. It's literally about pizza. But I've managed to work with the little scenario and make it fit into your little area and timeline and stuff. So this is a scenario called A Real Pizza Work, and it's by somebody called ELH, and it is available for free on the internet. I think I found it through Reddit. Reddit's a nice community actually for Fallout. It's a really, really good resource. I found it really, really good for Fallout 2D20, believe it or not. So I am here tonight with my boys from last time and the same characters. So thanks all for joining me. We've got Adrian as Solomon. Thanks for coming back, mate. I appreciate you. We've got Shaemus as Mac Aver'age. Gryphon as Matrix 9, and David as Brother Dimglow. Welcome back, boys. Thanks for joining me. This should be a fun one, I think.
Thank you for having us again.
So,
yeah, looking forward to it.
Since your last soiree into the wasteland for Happy, it's been a day only. It's the next day, and you're back looking for work, and Happy's got something different for you this time. Happy's met this lady. Her name is Gwendelyn Samry, and she's a chef. And she's read of this old pre-war food that people used to really love called pizza. And she wants to recreate this mythical lost recipe. She has talked to Happy about how if she can get that recipe, she'll start a business here in Diamond City, and it'll be one of the biggest businesses ever in the post-war days of the apocalypse wasteland. And Happy has a job for you all, gathering some ingredients. A go fetch quest, if you will. A simple yet fun little go fetch quest for our boys of the wasteland. You have been tasked with finding the ingredients. She's going to pay you 50 caps each. It's really handsome pay for what should be very little work. 50 caps each. And you are to find the ingredients.
Plus tip.
I'll let you do your own...
For delivery drivers.
I'll let you do your own carousing and fraternising and rizzing up of NPCs in your own time, mate. But the initial offering... Well, the initial offering was 40. The scenario suggested it said at least 40, but I thought 50 was a nice round number for it.
Okay.
It is a very simple go fetch quest, and you really are just to go and find the wheat, which is razor grain, I believe it's called in this post-apocalypse wasteland.
Yeah, razor grain.
And well, let me find my PDF of the scenario, and I'll actually read it from here. But there's a mythical vegetable which apparently does exist in the wasteland, and it's the distant ancestor of the current potato. It's the tomato. Tomatoes have long since been replaced but with potatoes, which absolutely do not make for a good sauce for anyone with functioning taste buds. However, there's good news. There are supposedly tomatoes in the Commonwealth, making them count as a rare material, meaning they cost 5 caps each and have a weight of 1. So, the pizza will require 3 tomatoes for a total cost of 15 caps. But that's item 2, the tomatoes. Item 1 is the dough. That is the easiest of the ingredients to acquire. So you could actually buy that. It works it out all out here for you. If you have the merchants and the stores and the places to buy things, you need some... this is right, you need the dough. So it's some yeast, some razor grain, some oil, some salt and sugar. All of these, apart from razor grain, are considered common materials, meaning they'll cost 1 cap each and have a weight of 1. Razor grain costs 5 caps. So if you want to go the route of just buying all the ingredients for the dough, it would cost you 27 caps total for enough to make the pizza. It requires 3 of each. So it would be a total of 27 caps if you wanted to just buy the ingredients for the dough. That's the easiest part. The second part is finding the tomatoes, which are, I don't say rarity 2 item? Rare materials. It's a rare material, and you need to try and work that out. Now, whether you go somewhere to try and trade for that, whether you want to scavenge for that, go to some diner, go to some place where they used to have food, or an old farm or something, that's up to you. And item 3 is the cheese. Now, cheese is by far the rarest of the ingredients to find in the wasteland. Now, the only reliable sources of it that you, as a group of individuals, know about are Solomon. You know that back in Vault 81 they had a dairy, and they did produce cheese, and you know what cheese is, and you even get excited at the thought of cheese because you've not been anywhere near something like that since you came up to the surface. In fact, you've only not thought about it until now how much you would love something with some cheese. And you know that Vault 81 is somewhere where they do have cheese, so that's the first thought that comes to your mind, is that somewhere you know where you could go for cheese. And there's a town not so far from Diamond City, less than a day's travel, called Unicorn, that you know about 1.5 years ago, I believe it was formed by the using of a GEC, a Garden of Eden creation kit. And they have access to cows, so they have a dairy there, and they have cheese production there. So there's 2 places you know about where you could potentially get cheese.
Alright.
The optional 4th ingredient is the most fun one. That's Mirelurk meat, for Mirelurk pepperoni. Mirelurk meat is considered a delicacy among wastelanders. There's always steady demand and high profit to be made if you can acquire some by hunting or herding Mirelurks. The only problem is this means the competition's stiff and suppliers can be targeted by rivals attempting to knock them out of the market, sometimes literally. For the pizza to be truly something that will shake up the Commonwealth, it'll need the finest Mirelurk meat possible. So whether that's from a Mirelurk to get the regular Mirelurk pepperoni, or from a Mirelurk queen to get the best quality Mirelurk pepperoni, that would be up to you. Should you not want to bother slaying a Mirelurk queen, you can also attempt to source just regular Mirelurk meat. Now, I'm way ahead of myself because there's passages and text and stuff that I've not even read yet. I think we need to...
I can comment so far, real quick.
Yeah.
I can just see Happy telling us everything that you just told us.
Yeah,
right? So you already got Mac going, God damn, Happy, this doesn't seem like some go and get and come back. This is gonna take a long time, Happy. This is a real project you got going on here.
No, really, you'll be back today again if you just go to somewhere not so far away. If you can go out into the city scavenging, and then there's always Vault 81 to get the cheese, and there's
always Lurk in the lake.
Unicorn's just up the road, and yeah, the Charles River's full of Mirelurk.
You guys know I don't leave his confines of Diamond City here very often, so I'm a bit of a recluse. But all right.
It's an easy go
I
fetch.
wouldn't advise going after a Mirelurk queen. With a regular Mirelurk, we could probably handle that.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit and read the text that I've missed out and
Alright.
stuff, so that I can introduce the character Gwendelyn Samry, because she wants to talk to you about. She might have a plan for a Mirelurk Queen, and you might or might not be interested. So, excuse me, I got carried away from myself, and I was telling you the whole story from Happy's point of view, but I've got bits and pieces from the scenario that I do need to read. So,
Okay.
excuse me. Aside from a rad storm and a few rad roaches, today has been a rather uneventful day in the Commonwealth. You're all kicking back, enjoying life when you see a strange woman approaching within Diamond City. From a distance, you can see that she is the Black Widow type. She wears a white chef's outfit that's tastefully torn to reveal her abdomen and show off some leg. Her lipstick is ruby red, and you almost swear she's found some eyeliner based on how dark her eyes look. Her ensemble includes a poofy white hat atop her jet black, shoulder-length, layered straight hair, and both a meat cleaver and a 10mm pistol attached to the opposite sides of her belt. She stops a respectable distance away from you all and says, "Greetings. Understand you're all people that can get things done, or so your reputation claims. I'm Gwendelyn Samry, the finest chef in all of the Commonwealth, and I'd like to enlist your assistance in creating a pièce de résistance that has not been seen since the Great War."
A PA wristwatch, what?
a pièce de résistance, my friend. It means
A masterpiece.
a masterpiece.
Oh, all right, Matrix.
All
All
right.
right.
Pizza was commonly loved around the whole world pre-war, and I want to create that post-war. And I've got the recipe, and if I can get the ingredients, I really think I can make the brightest business in all the Commonwealth here in Diamond City, a beacon of hope in this horrible nuclear winter.
I do agree. Food is a beacon of hope. Do you intend to offer it to the people of Diamond City at a discount or a reasonable price? Because you know there's a famine going on at the moment.
Well, as you know, Mirelurk meat is not the cheapest, but I do intend to provide this pizza delight to the people of Diamond City at a most reasonable price, good sir. And if you were to help me get these ingredients and to help me get my business started, I would adorn you all with free pizza for as long as I'm in business.
Okay.
I am familiar with pizza. I once had to deliver a pie to the Zeitan Empire to appease them. But we were intercepted by the minions of Dr. Zorbo and his communist minions. And I would say Matrix goes off on a long tangent about how only communists use pineapple on pizza. And
I would immediately reply, I do not know this pineapple, but the thought of putting huge fruit on your pizza is ridiculous.
I gotta agree with Brother Dimglow here. I mean, this is making my head spin. Wait, you call this thing a pizza?
Pizza.
And I think Matrix 9 referred to it as a pie.
Also known as a pizza pie, yes. That was
what are we talking about? We're talking literally about dough.
Dough, a baked dough base, circle, and you cut it into triangles. It's a thing of magic.
I'm trying to see it in my mind.
With a cheese and with sauce made of tomato, which is the long, almost lost ancestor of the tato, and Mirelurk meat. Mirelurk pepperoni.
And this is good. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you just put it in like an oven or something?
It goes in an oven. 10 minutes. Comes out the greatest thing ever. I haven't made it yet. I've tried it with Tato, but Tato doesn't make a nice sauce and it doesn't work. I need to get the right ingredients for it to work, and that's where you men come in.
Now, what are you going to do if this takes off, there, Gwendelyn? I mean, what if people are lined up at the door? You're going to need our services. You're going to need our services to continue to get us a supply of Tatos.
That's right, sir. That's right. That's right. You see where I'm going here? We all could make some money.
Wow, I wonder why you
And-
pay us each 50 caps. Why don't we get a percentage of
No.
this,
That's not on the cards here, sir. That's not on the cards here. You'll get 50 caps each for going a short quest, an easy quest to find me some ingredients. But then you'll have free pizza for life as long as I'm in business. That's part of the deal that is worth.
Great.
That's worth all the money in the wasteland. Food every day.
I pull the guys
And we'll
aside
see
and
how
go,
long. Matrix 9 will say that. And should you ever need more ingredients acquired, you know where to inquire.
Well, yeah, and I take Matrix 9 by the arm and I pull him over and I pull the guys aside in a little huddle and I go, guys, do you understand? Do you see why this is a nothing burger deal? She's giving us free pizza for life, but she's gonna run out of ingredients. She's gonna come running to us. We got to go get the ingredients. Meaning we're working for the goddamn whatever this pizza is. So what kind of that's not a win-win.
Well, it is because she hasn't put a limit on how many pizzas we have a day. We could have a lot of pizzas
Exactly.
and start our own pizza shop and sell them for living and she's selling it.
All right.
Honestly,
I
my
like
Here-
plan was just to take
here's-
all the pizza and give it to
So
the poor.
here's the thing. I've adapted this scenario slightly to fit in with my group and my setting. So in the scenario as written, it actually offers you her as an NPC to join your group who can cook for you every day, who's a talented chef that can cook for you every day, and it improves your food life
Nice.
for the rest of your campaign. If you win the scenario in certain conditions, that's one of the things you can have. But I didn't want that because I don't want to have a dragon NPC around with you guys.
Yeah.
I thought instead, because you're based in Diamond City, you can have, and this is really big in this nuclear winter, a free food every day.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is within reason. You can have one pizza each every day.
Let me ask you this.
She hasn't said the size either. I'll have a 48-inch pizza.
All the while,
I would
she's,
like. Oh, go ahead.
well, I was just going to say, all the while she's talking about open up a food business right in front of Takahashi in the main food business in the centre,
Nice.
in one of the main food businesses in the centre of Diamond City. But Takahashi's not bothered. Takahashi just, whenever anybody looks at him, he just says his one phrase that he says, "Nani shimashoka?" It means what will you have in Japanese, and that's all they can say.
That's all you can say.
That's all they can say.
I would like to ask your indulgence with my new perk. Now it says cap collector. When you buy or sell items, you may increase, decrease.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind having to make a roll for it, like a charisma speech. I'd like to, barter with her a little bit on our pay.
Well, that would be charisma
And try to
barter.
increase that by 5% or 10%.
That would be charisma
our payout.
barter. But the book said 40 and I already started you at 50, so no.
Okay, we'll say it happened, and that's how we got to 50.
if you want, if that makes you sleep better at night, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But yes, I'm
right,
sorry, you did remind me though, Shaemus, thank you, that we are going to tell our audience and tell each other what you've done, because we all leveled up at the end of the last scenario we did. So Adrian, your character Solomon leveled up to level 2, and the rest of the group, you all leveled up to level 3. So we can all talk
Indeed.
about what you did with your skill and your perk. We'll go this direction on my screen. So Adrian, if you could go first, if that's okay, mate.
Yeah, I just got the toughness perk and I increased my small arms to 4.
Toughness gives +1 physical damage reduction to every body part,
Everywhere, even my buttocks.
and that's all the time. Sleeping, that's like just a +1 to armor class, basically.
Yeah, and with my armor, I'm 3 everywhere now.
It's an
They're very
absolute-
calloused.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very good perk. And you did your small guns up to 4.
Yep.
Seamus, what did Mac Aver'age do?
Yeah, which is why I was trying to
Cap
convince
collector,
Oliver.
cap collector,
yeah,
yeah.
I did coin collector, which just allows me when bartering and selling to increase or decrease by 10%, and I increased my speech. So I'm keeping with the annoying, fast-talking bullshit artist character.
Nice. Thank
So,
you, Seamus. Gryphon, what did you do with Matrix 9 for your level up?
Matrix 9, being the hero that he is, has decided to go for inspirational. He has increased the cap for AP for the party to help us
Yeah.
along.
This is a
I
big
like
one.
that.
This is
That's
a big,
nice.
big one. So, audience, that makes because the player's action points pool is capped at 6. That caps them at 7. They now have out of 7, which is huge for the game, actually. So that's a big team player one. So,
Yeah, exactly.
and what skill did you do, Matrix?
I believe I just did energy weapons.
Energy weapons. Yeah, that makes sense. And Brother Dimglow, what has he done, David?
Well, Dimglow is a paladin who isn't in a D&D setting, but he's in a post-apocalyptic setting. He's a paladin of Atom.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's already got a strength, but a paladin doesn't just defeat enemies, he also heals his allies. So I decided to use my intense training to increase my intelligence by 1. And I raised my medicine skill by 1, so whenever one of my allies is in danger, I will be there to help him.
Another team player one, well done. Okay, so that's what everybody
very
did
nice.
for their level ups. The
You make me feel
progression.
guilty now. For picking yourself.
We're doing the selfish one. Staying
You'll do the team one when you're level 3.
well, that's the thing. Yeah, they all just leveled up to 3. Maybe you'll do your team one at level 3. Plus, staying alive to help your group is important, Solomon.
Yeah.
So it's if you're working as a group with them, staying alive is very important for the group. So it's not that selfish at all. Yeah, but I like nice choices, everybody. I like them all. So what do you think of your little quest, your little fun one, guys? And now here it's gonna be fairly sandbox. I'm gonna let you decide how and where you try to get the easy ingredients right up to the tomatoes, because that'll be buying them, I think, unless you want to go scavenging. There is an altered scavenge roll table, so if you go out scavenging, if you tell me a place where you'd like to go, now we can go into the world map in a minute, then we can do scavenging. That's an option. You can go places to buy it. That's an option. When it comes to the tougher items like the cheese, where you know a couple of locations, you can go there. I've tried to make some maps for these locations and stuff. And then if you want to go kill Mirelux, because the meat was optional, but your reward, here's the thing, your reward in XP for this mission depends on how good your pizza is. Literally, if your pizza is a 6, an 8, or a 10 out of 10, you get different XP awards. So what you get,
She did say she had a plan for Mirelurk Queen.
she does have a plan
was
for a
that
Mirelurk
plan?
Queen. Right, okay, so she has saved for a special location a fat man and 1 mini nuke. A fat man and 1 mini nuke.
I look over at Brother Dimglow, who's probably salivating.
Yeah.
Now, you would have to
I
give
just said Adam's glory.
in
Glow, the division,
the
a
book
holy implement.
in the book rules is written, it says that if you take this on and you take the fat man and you use it, then you forgo the cap's reward. But I'm not saying that. I reckon as long as you give her it back, she only has 1 ammo for it and she needs it back after, then you can use it. So only if you're willing to go after a Mirelurk Queen, she can give you this thing. Now a Mirelurk Queen is a big, tough motherfucker of a monster. I can even tell you some of its stats just to give you an idea. I don't mind that level of metagaming.
I'm in.
It's really tough.
I'm in.
But
It sounds fun.
A fat
I'm
man.
vulnerable.
A fat man rolls
fit.
20. A fat man rolls 22. No, not. Is it the fat man? It's not the big boy. Big boy's the one that shoots 2. It's not one of them. It's the fat man. Fat man shoots a mini nuke, and that has, I think, 22 damage dice with vicious and with something else. So with one of them,
We'll see if
have,
we even need it.
if you shoot this thing in the face, which is a bigger difficulty to shoot it, but if you were to shoot this thing in the face,
Not with my wrist thing. It's not.
Yep, not for the Vault Dweller.
which not for a Vault Dweller, correct?
So I'm in. Can we go? Can we go now?
Right,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
in
go
for
now.
it. So
I look forward to spread
Well,
Adam's glory. Please give me.
I
the
do
fat man.
have a little bit of advice for you, so I'll finish. So if you were to shoot it in its face, it's a much weaker spot. Everybody knows this about the Mirelurk Queen. It has a weak spot, a small weak spot. If you were to shoot it in the face with a fat man, you could you've got a good chance of one shot in it. But if you miss with that shot, you're probably fucked. You're probably running away if you miss with that shot. That's pretty much how it'll go, right? And I have to allow you time to prepare and like lure it into the right spot. We can make some checks and stuff to try and trap and kill a Mirelurk
First,
Queen
we must
if
hunt
you
it.
want to.
Well, what we do is we could let Dimglow go down near it, right? And we can get him to attract it, and then he can run towards us, and I'll shoot it in the face.
I do not agree. If anyone should spread division, then it should be I.
So if you want to hunt a Mirelurk Queen, we'll do that as the climax, as the last bit before making the pizza.
yes.
We're going to do the Mirelurk meat last, right? So if you want to go for, if you feel like after whatever else is in store, if you feel like you want to go for the Mirelurk Queen, report back to her first, and she will give you a loan of a fat man with 1 mini nuke in it. You must return it to her, but she'll give you that to try and take on a Mirelurk Queen if you want. But that,
Well, I mean, I hate to be all pragmatic and everything, but I mean, maybe we get some small wins, some successes. I mean,
well, she wants you to come back.
I got plenty of caps. I'll cover the for the what was it called? Dough.
So she wants you to come back with the other things first. So once you've got, if you come back with the ingredients for the dough, the tomatoes, and the cheese, she will then allow you to use her fat man to attempt to take on the Mirelurk Queen if you want. If you don't want to take on a Mirelurk Queen, you can take on a lesser Mirelurk and get lesser quality meat, and that will still be okay.
I've already said yes. I'm pulling rank as the rank 2.
You're pulling rank as the guy that's got VATs. I've got it, I'll shoot it. How's your big guns and your endurance, Adrian? Solomon?
Not the best.
Not the best. So
10, so it's 50-50.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. So if you're going to do it, I'm going to allow you a situation where you can try and trap it and get the best advantage for a good shot and stuff. We'll have a thing. We'll hunt a Mirelurk
so your big
Queen.
guns and your endurance is 10 together?
That's pretty good.
Is yours better?
Well, let me ask you
mine is
this.
worse, but Timbo lives for this.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this.
Obviously I've got my VAT as well, haven't I? So I can automatically aim for the face. So
Yeah, let me ask you this.
The fat man.
Given that Solomon's so adamant about going directly after the Mirelurk, or is it
Mirelurk?
Yeah, Lurk. Can Mac take up his cause and try to convince Gwendelyn to let us go for the gusto?
Well, if you come...
that's the last on the list.
Yeah, that's the last on the list.
All right.
If you all come back to her with the ingredients for dough, tomatoes and cheese, she will then talk to you about her plan for taking on a Mirelurk Queen. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Solomon was pretty adamant. I was trying to support Solomon in his effort to go straight for a...
Oh, I'm all for it.
Test my skills on hunting.
This is a scenario where you have the option to take it on if you want. So this scenario is supposed to be for any level of group. So a higher level group could just take on a Mirelurk Queen. You guys will have to do something special. The use of a fat man is there. If you manage to complete the other mini quests first.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy to split caps as well to buy the dough. I think that probably makes sense.
Okay, so if you want to do that the easy way, you can just buy the ingredients for the dough.
One moment. My people are organizing a food bank here in the city. Perhaps I could check if they have something we could use.
That's a very good point. And very true to the lore of the setting and what's going on right now. Brother Dimglow, David, thanks for that. Appreciate that. So the children of Atom are resident in Diamond City just now. And they're preaching of the glowing one, the miraculous Atom. But they're also, with that preaching, they are giving out food to the hungry. And they're feeding people. And they do indeed have set up at the All Faiths Chapel, which is here, if I'm right, a food bank. And Brother Dimglow, I would allow you some sort of roll to see if they've got any of the items there without you paying. That's excellent, yes. Also, no, I was going to say I'll give you an action point, but it's not really like that in this game, is it? We're both starting with 4 action points. You get 4 each, and I'm having 4.
All right.
But you have a max of 7 now, guys. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Is that a one-off? You can only do that once, or can that be done again? Matrix.
Like the max? Yeah, that's
the inspirational.
all the time.
So you can all do that, for example, and your cap would be 10 if you all took a level in it.
Oh,
nice. Okay,
that's a good question. Yeah,
that's what I'm asking. Yeah, if you were
just
all
speaking
took a level in
just speaking for myself, I'm not exactly inspirational, guys. So
I think
I
the part was quite inspirational.
try to debate people.
I
So
just wonder.
technically yes, but it's charisma 8. So
it's a charisma 8 to
everyone
do it, right? So not everybody can do it, right? Okay.
Yeah, I won't be doing it. I'll just let you know that.
Okay, so you said you were going to do the buy-in, so that is the easiest option. It's that or do some scavenging, or there's side. You could do easy side quests as well, and I can set up random quick ones if you want to. But if you want to just buy it, now everything, here's the extra little winter of atom detail, it's the winter atom. Everything's going to cost 50% more. So if you want to buy all the first ingredients, so if you want to buy all the stuff for the dough, it's available here, and you can have item 1 done just by paying caps and ticking a box. It's a grand total of 27 before plus 50%. So 27, half of that is 14. So 27 plus 14 is 41. Am I right?
And I could bring that down by 10%.
By doing a barter check, yes, you can.
Correct. Yep.
I have faith in you. I'm going to pat you on the back.
So the price is currently 41.
Let's go and haggle.
And if I'm right, this is me remembering the rules. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. When you do a barter roll, it's difficulty 2, or is it? No, it's an opposed check with the person, or is it a difficulty 2?
I believe it's difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2,
but I'm
and
not sure. So...
if you succeed, you get the price down by 10%, and if you spend a certain number of action points, you can get it down by 20%, I think.
Okay, but first I could visit
if
my
I may,
church and do have with my shopping list and just check do you guys have anything. So what do I need to roll for that?
I would like you to roll luck with speech.
All right, luck with speech.
Luck with speech, or I'd give you it on survival because it's getting food in the winter atom. I would give you it on survival.
So, luck survival?
Luck survival or luck speech, something like that. Yes,
I'm going to go for luck survival then.
I want it to be done on luck. The using luck as a stat to roll on doesn't mean you spend a luck. It's different.
No. What's the difficulty?
So minimum's 1, and because it's the winter atom, it's going to be at least 1 more than that. I would say let's just make it 2.
All right.
But give me a second, because I'm going to make it like a success. Right, so we've got yeast, razor grain, oil, salt, and sugar. That's 5 ingredients, right? How about this? With a 5 successes, you get all 5. With 4, you get 4. With 3, you get 3, etc. How about that?
Sounds great.
Yeah?
Sounds great.
Okay, and you can spend your action points on that roll to get dice and stuff if you want.
Yeah. Can I borrow an action point from the party?
Okay, you go.
Go right ahead.
All right, so I'm going to buy 1 additional die.
So you're down at the church, Brother Dimglow?
Yeah. I go to my people and I arrive with my little shopping list and I tell them about the urgency of this mission.
I'm sure
that
it's
it would
down
help
here
the
somewhere.
people of Diamond City in the long run. And that I'm going to negotiate the deal with the woman who's starting the pizza place. That we are always allowed to leave pamphlets of the Children of Atom in her business. I'm going to negotiate that deal with her.
I think
then
I've got an idea for Brother Dimglow as well. If not to intrude, but if I can help you with like just a wee idea, if you could even say to her something like, "If we do this for you, you've got to offer 2 pizzas per day to the food bank at the church or something like that." You could also go for something like that if you come back to her with some sort of charisma check as well. I think.
All right, sounds great. I'm all for that. So I try to convince my people to give as much as they can from the food bank.
Let's say, how many successes you get is what they've got. You got 0 successes and a complication.
I'm going to use my luck points. And I'm going to use 2 luck points for this.
Congratulations on the first roll of the game, boys. That was an absolute humdinger, eh?
We're off to a great start.
Great.
They're all currently starving.
This would have been great.
Everybody's starving. You walk in and there's people dying of starvation. You walk in and somebody's eating somebody else's leg. Somebody's fell asleep and they get their leg chewed on.
So I am going to re-roll 2 die with 2 luck points.
Can you do that? Can you spend 2 luck and re-roll 2? I didn't know that. I thought it was only 1.
I think you can use as much luck points as you want.
Go ahead, mate. Yeah, they're your luck points.
All right, so
that's a bit better.
That's more like it. At
So,
least I got 1 ingredient.
So they have 1 ingredient. So let's say they have some yeast. That's the first one on the list. So you've found yeast already. Okay. So that's 1 thing off your list. So you've got 3. It's 3. You need 3 units of each. So there's 3 units of yeast there. So you've got 4 items left: razor grain, oil, salt, and sugar. That's the 4 items left on the dough. So that would take the price down from 27 to 24 if you were to buy it all now. So 24 plus 12, 36 is the 150%. And you could attempt to make a barter roll on that. Now, you'd be going to...
Well, if I may, so I'm rereading my perk.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it's a contested. I mean, obviously you're the game master. You can do whatever you want. It just says when you buy or sell, you may increase or decrease the price of the goods being traded by 10%.
Yeah, that's not a skill. That's your perk. You just automatically get. But with a barter check, sorry, you can get even more off.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so what did you say? 36. So that's actually $32, 32 cap, 32.4. Call it what?
Yeah.
Round down or up?
32. You always round up.
Okay, so 33.
That's 33. It's not. Doesn't need rounding because it's 24 is the number. 24 plus 50% is 36 exactly. So 36 is the
right.
number.
But if I can get it at 10%,
oh, if you take 10%
down,
off, right? Yeah, you take 3.6 off. So let's say you take 3 off, right? Okay, so 33
or 4,
yeah.
or 4.
3. So 33. So it's 33 caps now. And if you want, you can make there's a barter. So it's charisma barter. With a difficulty of 2, and if you make that, it goes down by another 10%.
All right, so I'm going to do that. And just as I said a couple weeks ago, I do appreciate everybody's patience. I'm still
No worries.
Me,
so
I'm still learning the system.
I go to the dice. I do charisma.
You would, so you go to, you click on charisma. No, you don't even click on charisma. You would click on speech.
Oh, speech. I thought. Okay.
Barter. Sorry, not speech. It's barter.
Oh, I know, but what's my attribute that I'm?
Charisma barter.
Yeah, charisma barter. That's what I've got.
Sorry,
and it's a single 1d20, correct?
No, it's 2d20, and you can buy more if you want.
Yeah, let's buy another one. How many action points would that be from our pool? We got 7.
If you've got 3.
Oh, I thought.
We
have a max of 7.
All right, I'm gonna take one, guys. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So you add 1.
What's my target then? What's the difficulty?
2.
Oh wait, again, educate me. So does that mean I have to get 2 successes? What I hear you say?
Yeah, that's what difficulty is.
But what's my target?
The
let's see,
target number
my
is
charisma.
your stat and your skill.
Yeah, so my charisma is 7.
It will automatically tell you.
Yeah, it'll say when you roll as well.
Okay, I just want again, just from a learning perspective, guys, I appreciate your patience.
Yeah, you're all good. I'm still learning the system as well, mate.
Damn it. Well, here, I'm just gonna fucking roll. So I think it's 10.
That's 1 success. So that doesn't get the price down. If you wanted to spend a luck point, you could re-roll 1 dice.
I'm gonna re-roll 1
or
dice.
You can spend 2 luck and re-roll 2. Apparently.
I think you can just exhaust your pool in the first roll.
I'm
if you want to.
I'm gonna be a gambler here, and I'm just gonna roll 1d20.
And if the gamble paid off, that's 2 successes.
Yes.
So you take another 10% off. So 3.3 take away 33, take away 3. It now goes down to 30.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how many action points is it to increase it by another 10%? I think it's 2.
I'm not sure I understand.
You can also when you succeed there, if you succeed on that, you can then spend action points to turn that 10% into 20%, and I think it's 2. I think. Might be 3.
Well, let's see, guys. We've only got 2 action points
Might
left.
be 3. I think it's 2 or 3. I can look if you would like, or are you happy with the 10%? You've got a 20% decrease because of your perk and because of the roll.
Yeah, I think that's great, guys.
Happy with that?
Good discount, yeah.
So you could buy.
What are we buying, by the way?
You're buying all the
the
remaining.
rest of the razor grain, sugar.
We got the
and
flour
salt.
from the
Yeah.
razor grain.
No, you guys, I'll cover this. I'm gonna cover this. It's 30 caps.
But we can go scavenging for it.
Yeah, 30 caps.
Let's go scavenging for the taters.
Yeah, I'm happy to chuck 15 in, so we'll go half each. It's fine.
Oh, Solomon, that's really nice of you, my friend. All right.
So that's the first ingredient done without even leaving Diamond City. Boom.
Perfect.
Very easy. That's the easiest way to do that, is to buy them.
All right.
But Brother Dimgo, that was smart going to the place to get one for free. That was very, very flavourful for the story of what's going on in Diamond City right now. So I appreciate that.
Perfect. And I rejoined the group with my yeast.
So you recover some yeast from the food bank. So you take from the starving people of Diamond City to get yours. Whereas the more honest members of your group, they've went into their hard-earned caps and bought it. No judgment.
I do
just
intend to
Robust.
distribute the pizza to the people
Yeah.
of Diamond City.
So the
You
razor
can't eat
grain.
yeast, but I can eat pizza.
So you've got the yeast, razor grain, oil, salt, and sugar. She now has the ingredients for dough. Your next item is tomatoes. As I said before, tomatoes have long since been replaced with potatoes, which absolutely do not make for a good sauce for anyone that has functioning taste buds. However, apparently, there are supposedly tomatoes can be found in the Commonwealth. It just makes them a rare material, so they cost 5 caps each. So if you wanted to buy them, you can do this. And because Diamond City is Diamond City, it's a place where you can get the more rarer things. Tomatoes will be available at the plus 50% cost. So if you wanted to buy them, they're 15 caps plus 7.5, so plus 8 is 23. If you wanted to buy those caps, your base price before any haggling and perks and stuff is 23 caps. So you can actually skip the second one by buying them as well if you want.
Down 10% for my coin collector. That's 21.
But it's eating into your profit the whole time you do buy them. It makes the rest of your
But we
mission
can
easier.
scavenge for these. I say don't drain the bank account.
Let's go and have a look.
We
Yeah, I agree.
can roll up our sleeves and go find some.
Do we know where to find them?
The thing is, so you can we'll move to the world map and we can look at some things in a minute. But the thing is, if you go out scavenging and fail to find them, you could then just go and buy them. Do you know what I mean? You could use that as the backup for if you fail scavenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you do not wish
Now,
to trade or barter your hard-earned
tomato
caps...
things, these tomato, what potatoes,
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, good
tomato.
sir.
What do you got to do? You got to dig in the ground, for them. What? Because I
They
got
grow
really
much
soft,
like
I got
your
soft hands.
potatoes.
So she tells
Yeah?
you that they are the ancestor plant of the tato. The tato is a mutant descendant of the tomato. It's
Well, I've got really soft hands, guys. I don't know if I do any digging. How about you, Matrix 9? You got some kind of gadget that comes out of your body?
I have my
does
claws.
digging or something, or
his hands are literally shaped
alright.
like Lego, guys.
Alright.
He's got JCB
Alright, good,
excavator
that's good,
handles.
that's
He's got
good.
he's got the handle, the thing for a JCB on each hand. Yeah, he's absolutely a digging machine.
perfect. All right.
So we can
Nothing.
go and have a look at the map, and then we can think about what would be a good place to go. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have a actual combat map or anything prepared for all these places, but
All right.
like I said, I've made this scenario fit into our little sandbox winter of Atom that we're having. So let's go to the Commonwealth map.
Matrix 9 is going to try to think of a place that would have preserved tomatoes 200 years into the future,
Well, you know that
which is not a easy thing to come across.
one of the places that I mentioned where you could get the cheese was Vault 81. So that's a couple of hours journey. That's Solomon's home. The other place is Unicorn, maybe another further 1 hour's journey. Both Unicorn and Vault 81 would also be prospective places where you could just trade for them. You could buy them. Because they'll have some in the vault, and they would have some at Unicorn, because they have a farm and grow their food there. You know this, you've all heard about Unicorn. It's the newest settlement in the Commonwealth. It was made from a geck, it's pretty famous. They have a farm there, they have Brahmin with milk, and they have cheese and everything, so you reckon that in the two places where what are your links for cheese, you could probably get tomato as well. But
Okay.
if you wanted to do something closer, you could scavenge in the city. So that's like supermarkets, diners, things like that, restaurants, places like that.
It would be canned tomatoes in that case, though.
It would be canned tomatoes in that case, but that's good enough. It's pizza. As you know, pizza is canned tomatoes is fine for pizza, as long as it is tomato and not tato. Tato doesn't work. She needs tomato.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm curious about this town called Unicorn.
But those are not scavenging places. Those are buying places.
Well, on the road to Unicorn, we can always have a look for whatever we find.
So Unicorn and Vault 81 are your leads for cheese. You could.
What do you say, Solomon? You itching to go home for any reason, or?
I'm a little bit reluctant because I've been sent out for loads of medical supplies, and I prefer it out here. And my concern is if I go home to go and gather cheese, I need to be taking medical supplies with
Is there an immediate medical problem in your vault?
There's always a medical problem in my vault.
Because if required, I can always help whoever's injured or in need of help.
It's a plan. We'll go with that one.
So the story with
I get the impression he just would prefer that his vault neighbors just think that he'd never made it back.
So the story with Adrian coming out is
I
with
fully
Solomon.
intend to go back.
The story with
you do?
Solomon coming out
Alright.
of Vault 81 is that Vault 81 is open to trade. People actually come in and out of Vault 81, but recently trade lines have pretty much stopped because of this worst nuclear winter ever, and there's no traders coming in and out of Vault 81, and medical supplies are low. Simple things like Radaway and Stimpaks, the everyday things that people need, but also aspirin and paracetamol and antibiotics and just normal medicine, they've got really low stock. Solomon's out to try and gather some of them in a time when no traders are coming in and bringing it, basically.
Well, maybe
Why not do a supply run for that?
I was gonna say, how about we kill two birds with one stone? We gather up some medical supplies, buy it, scrounge it, bring that and trade that for these
Cheese.
tomatoes.
that would
That is
And
why
the
I'm with you
cheese.
guys.
that
I'm
would
a bit
and
too
the cheese.
stupid for these plans.
that would potentially tick 2 your boxes, and it would also bring in a character's backstory into our game. Like actual, you're doing something from your backstory, which is cool. I want as much of that as possible, so that's a cool idea.
I'm more than up for that.
Where is the nearest hospital, good sir? And as I turn to the man with the map.
You're talking twice as far in the opposite direction.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Then we must make way immediately.
out of character, out of character, and stepping away from the table for a second. My other group of Chris and Martin, etc., just now is just landed there. They're on their way there, but you don't know that.
Where's the
You
nearest
don't know
clinic?
that. The
Oh my
nearest-
goodness! I think I see it now. It's this one way over here.
Yeah, there's Mass Bay Medical Centre there, but that's at least a whole day's travel. Now, Vault 81 and Unicorn are a few hours travel, and we are going to use the travel hour.
You could travel south.
We are going to. You could travel
here.
south.
Well, we've only got
On
a
the
day
north
to do
one?
we've only got a day to do everything, haven't we? So
Well, no.
I guess
No, you don't have a limit. So here's the thing, right? You don't have a time limit, but Diamond City closes its gates at night during this winter. So if you're not in by a certain time, you're not in Diamond
You're
City
out.
that night.
You'll have to
You're
camp out there.
You have to camp out. And if you have to camp out, we aren't really prepared for fully using the rules for camping from the Winter Atom campaign because we haven't got the common materials and uncommon materials you do it with. But we can use the travel rules for it. I'm going to use the Winter of Atom travel rules for traveling around because we are in the Winter of Atom. Your side questing around in the Winter of Atom. So we are going to do the travel rules if you go a distance. And Vault 81 and Unicorn would be a distance. They're a few hours travel. So we're going to actually adopt the travel rules from Winter of Atom if you do that. Just for funsies.
So maybe we suggest that we just.
I mean,
do
it is
some
possible to find medical supplies in random places.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Besides,
Yes.
nature always offers healing. We might find some herbs that also can help.
So
Well,
there is.
then what if we head toward? What is this here? What is this here?
Oh, now you're asking. I would have to bring up a Fallout map. That is something. Each one of these is actually a something in the Fallout game.
Yeah.
But all this area you're in just now is populated with old office. It was what was Boston City, Boston main
Right.
downtown. This is downtown Boston. So there's office blocks, there's commercial buildings, there's restaurants and all those things, and all these places are likely to have first aid kits and desks and drawers. So medical supplies are something that you do scavenge everywhere you go. They're one of the things that comes up everywhere you go.
I say we all put on stiff upper lips and travel. Not to worry, I can keep a guard out the entire night.
Let's head to A21 then and see what we can scavenge on the way there.
Exactly.
Whatever we scavenge on the way there, we can give them. What we don't, we'll let the Atom Man offer some healing for a little bit. I think is probably the best way. And then I'll
They
tell
need
them-
supplies, not
Yeah.
doctors.
we'll be
I
back.
do
in
believe
few
there's a
days.
little diner on the way to your vault. There might be a first aid kit somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a Drumlin diner or something on the way. Yeah.
but how much is a first aid kit going to cost us in Diamond City?
To buy a first aid kit in Diamond City. Someone have a look at what a first aid kit costs. It's in the player's handbook.
I believe I have it in my items. Yeah, first aid kit costs 200 caps.
So three.
That's why I'm going to be out adventuring for 7 years trying to find it.
So about
But I have
300.
a first aid kit. I'm
currently.
just not going to give it away.
I say, really, we should just bite the bullet and go to one of the closest places.
So-
That's not Mass Bay Medical.
Before you take on a big travel, I want to tell you what the rules are from the travelling rules from Winter of Atom, so you know what you're taking on. So you follow this procedure. You choose a destination to determine how arduous the journey is going to be, and we set a base difficulty for the test. So, where are you going? Is it Vault 81?
The most civilized route would be north of
Round the pond
MIT.
to the north.
Well, real quick,
Yeah.
I've been looking it up. This one here is an institute. This is just ruins.
The Institute. Yeah,
Um,
that's the Institute.
that's MIT.
Yeah, it's MIT.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
the
Institute of
becomes the
Technology.
Institute, yeah.
Well, I mean, we could check those ruins, perhaps, guys. I mean, there might be something in there.
You
I'm
have to
trying
you have to
figure out-
teleport into the Institute. That's the whole thing. If you want to take on the Institute,
I know.
you need to be
No,
higher
no, no.
level.
Oh,
We're not
that's
saying
right.
that.
I
It's just
remember-
near.
No, I remember that from the game now.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. Sorry.
Um,
Hold on, I'm looking up another one.
Before
here.
you decide on a distance you're going to travel, I want to tell you what's all entails. So the PCs decide who's going to lead the expedition. The reason you pick a leader for the expedition is because it's rolled on a certain stat. So it's going to be the person who's generally the best at that is going to be the leader for the role. I believe it's endurance survival. So you can all start looking at what your endurance survival is and who's going to have the best chances of getting good rolls on that. You decide if it's going to be cautious, normal, hurried. So you decide if it's going to be half speed, normal speed, or double speed. Then the navigator and their allies assemble a dice pool, and we roll the dice to determine the result. So step 1, journey difficulty. The base difficulty of a navigation test is 0. When assessing the difficulty of a journey, consider the following questions and increase the navigation test difficulty by 1 for each no answer with a maximum difficulty of 5. So, is the journey along established routes between settlements? Are we talking about Vault 81 and the Unicorn? Yes. If it's one of them, that's a yes. So there's no... It's still difficulty 0. Are the PCs familiar with the area? If it was Vault 81, very much so, Solomon is. So I would give you a yes on that. Unicorn, maybe not so much. That might be a no. So that's 1 if it's Unicorn, 0 if it's Vault 81. Is the area under control of a friendly faction? So that's a yes on both counts. Has the group been given good directions, or do they know of prominent landmarks to aid navigation? Yes, you've got good directions. 'cause
We
you
have a map.
You have a vault dweller with a map on his Pip-Boy. So yes, you have absolute perfect directions. Are obstacles in the path? High mountains, etc., etc., etc. Yes, at all times during this winter, because the snow's worse than it's ever been, and the weather is a hazard in itself. So your difficulty is 2 if you're going to Unicorn, 1 if you're going to Vault 81.
Okay.
I say we go neither. I say we go north.
You fancy north?
So you want to go way up. You want to go way up here.
You want to go for medical
here.
supplies somewhere first, don't you?
Wouldn't we
I-
find
Well-
supplies in the office buildings here?
Well,
Not the
y-
supplies
yeah,
we'll need. That's the key thing.
Unless we get
We'll just-
lucky scavenging. But I mean, there's a
Like
police,
an
right?
office building.
Police.
It's what you need is in the medical place. We're not going to get it anywhere
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
True, but if we supply all the medical supplies at once, then Solomon has no more reason to stay out here.
Yeah, they might just be
They'll
right,
want to
that's your
keep-
job done, and then that character's...
So we should slowly cook the lobster, if you get my meaning.
Oh look, we found this massive load of one. There's only one.
Exactly.
Just hoarding the rest away from
Yeah,
me.
Well, we don't necessarily need to return them all at the same
What
time.
I would say is, if you were to scavenge in one of these places marked with a medical symbol, you would have a much greater chance of finding the stuff you need, but you also you would have the chance anywhere you go. You just have a much greater chance if you go to them, if it's medical supplies that you're looking for.
Where is your sense of adventure? Come
Well,
on.
I mean, that's why I like the police station idea. Plus, it's bringing us up this towards where.
This
we
is where,
wanna
if
go.
you do want to go for Meyer Lurks, this is where you're looking at. Anywhere along the river.
That's another great point. So
So we
why
go to the
not
police
take our
station.
chances at the police station? We could take a stop at the townhouses. I looked that up. Murlocs.
Meyer Lurks.
Murlocs are from World of
sorry,
Warcraft.
yeah, that's
Sorry, Meyer Lurks.
different IP.
What do you guys think? Maybe, yeah.
Police station sounds great for me.
Yeah, police station.
And it's not so
Because
far.
if we get lucky there and find medical supplies, boom, we're one step away to the Meyer Lurks, right?
As long as we go scavenging. I don't want to keep spending all of our caps when we could be,
Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, do it ourselves.
Okay, so
Plus, it's more fun.
if you're only heading to there, that is literally one block away. So I'm not going to make you do the travel rules for that. If that's if that's your next location, no, we're not doing the difficulty.
Yeah,
the roll and stuff.
let's try that.
All right. Okay.
Because then you got the option for the townhouses plus Meyer Lurks, and if we get lucky, then hell, we just take the road back down towards where we were wanting to go.
Okay. So to save me making a map for every place we go, we can roll dice from here, just on the Diamond City map.
Okay.
So let me bring up some scavenge tables. I think I've got some already built into Roll20. If you look in rollable tables, it's in resources. So after the character section, you've got resources, then rollable tables. I've not got a chems one, so it's not going to be on there. We can still do some random rolls for other stuff from these ones, and I can just quickly kind of make it up as we go when it comes to this. It's quite easy to do. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to look for a chems rollable table. If anyone knows where that is quickly for me to find in the core rulebook, let me know.
It's in the. Do you have the starter set where the little?
I've got it on.
There's a gem book. There's a little gem book.
Yeah, I have
with all the loot tables.
I haven't got that in PDF, but I've got it on a physical copy. So let me go and grab it.
Yeah, I have it too.
Jim, I'm gonna go get a drink while he's doing that. Be right back.
Sounds great.
Chris? Me too.
Okay, extra resources, paper ones. Which one is it in, David? The
So
role-playing
the little
rulebook from that.
guide.
The
There's a
GM,
few,
GM guide from that. Yeah, there is. You're
Yeah.
right.
and
Near the back.
I
if
think
I'm
somewhere
not
around
mistaken.
the end there's loot tables for every specific piece of equipment.
There is. I've got a chems. No, that's not a rolling table. Let me see if there's one in here. I'm sure there is. I remember there being something.
Yeah, they're near the end somewhere.
Guess, like I did say at the start, we were going to be winging this and just kind of doing some random rolls and looking around places. So, I don't think it's in here, you know.
Let me check, be right back.
Nice one. There's one somewhere. I'll find it. I've got the Games Master's toolkit here in paper form. There's something in there. Oh yeah, here. This has got a bunch of rollable tables. So I've got some. Oh, chems. Yeah, I've got a chems one here. Okay, cool. So this is easy enough. What we'll do is I'm going to make rolls on. We'll do household items 1, 2, 3, and 4. One roll on each. We'll do one on ammunition, one on food, one on beverages, and then I'll do chem separately. We are not going to do any... See, I should make you like fight off some rad
Did you
roaches
find-
or some rats or something, but we're not gonna.
Did you find the loot tables? Because I got them right here.
Yeah, I've got them.
Page
They're in-
60.
They're in the Games Master's toolkit as well. I've got different ones in the Games Master's toolkit. But page 60 of that one, is it? Right, hang on.
Yeah, the Game Master's Toolkit's page 60.
Yeah. I'm on them. Yeah, that's what I'm on. I've got that. Sweet.
Alright.
Okay. So, I'm not going to make you fight any rad roaches or mole rats or anything. I'm going to say that you find this. You go to this police station, and you find it empty of threats, and you get to have a nice easy scavenge around. And I'm going to give you the easy tables first, right? So let me just pull them up one at a time. So do you want to roll? Who wants to roll me the first? In fact, no. Let's set the rules first. So on each table, you can have how many 5 action points. Is that right? That's not right. You've got.
I already used one, and I believe
Yeah.
Shaemus also used one.
I think you're on 2. That's a different group's 5 action points. I'm going to leave that over there with them. And
Is this the foraging? I see foraging table.
Yeah, I'm going to
under resources.
go back to the other map.
Yeah, that's when we travel, the foraging table.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the other map
Again.
for a second just to grab your action points, because I've got them specifically on here. That's another group's action points I'm looking at there. So you have 2 action points. So what I'm going to say is that on any of these tables, at any point, you can spend an action point to get another roll.
Alright.
And with no limit, because you only have 2 action points to spend, so you're only going to be able to do it a maximum of twice. So bear in mind, we're going to do a load of different loot tables, and then we're going to do chems at the end. So you might want to just save your rerolls for the chems table. Okay?
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
let's do the ones that I've got built into my Roll20. They're there, so let's use them. I think I must have closed the first one that I had up. So household items 1. Who wants to roll me a 1d20? Someone else can take care of taking notes of what you find as well, by the way.
Well, we have our vault dweller here who really needs these items, so
Great, I get the blame, do I?
You can have
Okay,
the
that's
first roll then.
yeah, also newest player.
11 on the household items 1 table is a cigar or cigarettes. What would you prefer?
Cigar. Cigarettes, we can share them.
There you go, a packet of cigarettes then.
Didn't doctors in the 50s recommend cigarettes as a medical treatment?
Absolutely, they
definitely.
did, yeah. You, are,
Perfect.
you,
We
are
got
you
our first piece of medicine.
are you pregnant but want to stay thin? Try Pall Mall cigarettes. It was like that. That's what it was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
Right, so let's do household items 2 next. Who would like to roll me 1d20? Oh, before we do, we need to check. Are you spending any action points to roll again on household items 1?
No.
No. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, household items 2, somebody can roll me 1d20.
Okay, and to do that, I can just go to the.
You can just roll 1d20.
Quick roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Where is that? That's under the chat.
Also on the left-hand bar, on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a dice icon.
Ah, I see it. My
dice-
sorry,
there's a
my
dice tray
video,
there.
my video Discord was in the way. I see it now. Okay.
Cool. All good.
D20.
Yep.
Oh, there I did it.
19 is a newspaper.
Oh, I thought
Alright.
it says 9. Or what is that?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a-
It says
19.
19.
Alright.
Oh.
You must have
There's
rolled
2
2.
rolls.
A newspaper?
Yeah. Well, it's a newspaper.
Roll the 9 first.
You rolled a 9 and a
9.
19. I'll tell you what, I'll let you choose. 19 is a newspaper, 9 is a glass bottle. What would you prefer?
Glass bottle?
A glass bottle breaks down to 3 dice worth of glass, and a newspaper breaks down to 2 cloth. All these things can be broken down to common materials. Common materials are what you need to actually camp with. So I guess if we do camping, we can actually potentially do that as well, because you're starting to
Probably
gather
want the
some-
cloth.
Yeah. All right, I'll take the newspaper. All
Okay,
right then.
a newspaper.
Is,
Who would
is
like
somebody
to...
writing this down?
I've got it.
You got
Yeah,
it.
it's got it. Nice.
I'm company secretary.
I can't believe they're making you do the paper. They're making you do the secretary work. They know the name of your channel on YouTube, and they're making you do it. Oh, it's no fair, mate.
Yeah. None of this actually says what it's meant to say, but I know what it means.
Right. Yeah,
All
it's all,
shorthand.
it's all in gobbledygook. So yeah, no one else can
Yeah.
read it. Right.
So you wrote down a fat man, then a super slit, right?
Right, Adrian. While we've got you, then would you like to roll me a d20? We'll do the household items 3 table. I take it you didn't want to spend an action point and roll on that again, then, boys.
No.
2 is a paintbrush.
Oh, I've always
Okay.
wanted one of those.
There you go. And that would break down, if you did break it down, it would break down to 1 cloth and 1 wood, I believe, are both common materials.
All right.
Let's do the household items 4. Who's not rolled yet? David, I don't think you've rolled one of these, have you?
I'll have a look. Perhaps I'll find something with a little bit of radiation.
So this is the household items 4
uranium.
table.
Or something just useful. Everything's useful.
So 1d20.
None of this is going to be directly useful, by the way. This is junk that you're rolling for, basically. 11 is a vase. 2 ceramic or 2 glass, which I believe is uncommon materials, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
You find a vase, or vase, if we're American, if we're
Why
that,
would
if we're
people
that
make
way
this?
inclined. Right, so we're going to do the food one now. Who would like to give me a 2d20 roll on the food table?
The robot shall find the food. 20. That wasn't a quick roll.
10 is a sweet roll.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Aha.
you add the two together. I get it. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's
A sweet
2d20 on this one. Would you like to spend any action points to roll again on the food table?
No.
Remember, if you complete this quest, you're supposed to have unlimited food. Okay, so I'll close the food one. We're finished with it. We have left...
Well, let me ask. Let me metagame. Is there any tomatoes on that random?
No, but you got tomatoes, didn't you? No, we didn't get them yet. We didn't get them yet.
No, we're scrounging.
So this is all. There's another table that I need to bring up that we need to roll on that's actually in the thing. So you are going to get the chance to find tomatoes by scavenging as well in a minute, but we're going to do that after these, which are just your regular showing up somewhere to scavenge rolls. So we're now on the random beverages table, and that's a 2d20. So somebody can roll me 2d20.
Yeah, I'll look for
yeah.
those.
You'll do the drinks? Perfect.
Yeah.
This is a big one. 30 is Brahmin milk. You have one of the ingredients required to make cheese. You're halfway to cheese.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're actually halfway to cheese if you find Brahmin milk.
That's the two-headed cow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're actually halfway to cheese with that. And
What's the other ingredient for the rest of the cheese?
would you like to spend action point to roll again on that one? You've got ammunition to come. You've got chems to come, and you're going to have a special this scenario one to come as well.
No, I think we should hold off, guys. What's the other ingredient for cheese other than the Brahmin milk?
Exercise. You've got to
Exercise.
just churn it. That's how you. No, that's how you make butter. At least I don't know, man. I'm vegan. Don't
I
ask
think you
me.
use yeast as well, right? Or some... How to make cheese. Let's learn something today.
Yeah, don't ask me. I'm vegan, mate. I don't eat it.
How to make homemade cheese? Three ingredients: white vinegar, milk, and salt. That's all you need.
White vinegar, milk, and salt is what you need, and a bit probably.
I know that.
No, it's because it's butter you churn. You probably don't even need the elbow grease. Right. Okay. So, would you like to roll again? Would you like to spend an action point and roll again on the beverages table? No, sir. Okay. So we're now going to do a roll on random ammunition. So this is a 2d20. If you get a really, really, really high roll, you'll be absolutely jamming for this scenario, by the way.
What do you guys think? Who wants to go for that one?
I'll be doing the chems.
Okay.
I think our security guard or one of the 2 security people should go for ammo.
There we go. There we go.
And find us a fat man. I mean a mini Luke.
Mini nuke is on this table. It's if you roll 38, 39, or 40, you have found mini nukes.
Nice.
I'll roll again. 2d20.
18 is 45 rounds. 9 plus 4 damage dice worth. So you can roll me 4 damage dice.
Yep. Oh, minimize. 9. How much damage dice?
4.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Nice.
So that's 11
Ooh,
45 bullets.
very good.
Very useful. Would you like to spend an action point and roll again? No. So we are now going to do... before we do chems, because that's a whole different thing. That's Solomon's little quest that we're making up. So let's do the this scenario's one first. So let me just find it. Roll me 2d20 then, and I can give you up to 4 rolls on this.
All right, so one each.
One each. It is.
Yeah, you can all roll me
I'll get started.
2d20. 17 plus what's that? 31 is razor grain.
Okay, so we got more wheat.
You've got extra of that now.
How many action points? We only got 2 action points for rerolls, right?
Yeah.
32
Right now.
is another razor grain.
Oh. This is on the chems.
This is stuff that you've bought already.
No, it's food.
Yeah. Should we re-roll those guys?
No.
11 is
I don't think
another.
so.
11 is one of the common ingredients, not razor grain. So this is salt, or
We'll have salt. It's
or
good for
one of the
making
other
cheese.
things. So there you go.
Yeah,
you
we
can
can
find some
flour
salt.
and cheese.
That's some salt
Right,
then.
here we go. This is on the chems table, yeah?
No, this is on the pizza ingredients table, which I have for this scenario only. And a 34
Oh, gotcha.
is another razor grain.
Fuck.
If you'd rolled 2 there, 2 is tomato. You could have found tomato by rolling a 2. So it is actually available to find with a roll there.
On snake eyes on D20.
Well, look,
On Snake Eyes, you can get tomato. So if anybody wants to spend an action point, or even I would allow spending a luck point for another
How do we
roll
regain action points?
by getting extra successes.
Yes.
That's right. Obviously, I think we save them, guys. I mean, if anything, we've got a hell of a lot more razor grain for the pizzas to come in the future.
Next,
Yeah,
I've got
exactly.
next I've got for you the chems table, and I'm taking it from this one.
All right.
This is the
There we
this is
go.
the Games Masters Tools kit, which is a great product. Buy it from Modiphius. Buy their products; they're awesome. Buy physical copies as well as digital, folks. So yeah, this is, and you've saved your 2 action points, so you can have up to 3 rolls here potentially. This is the chems one, and this is what you're going to hopefully use as leverage to trade for tomatoes and cheese with Solomon's Vault 81.
Well, let's see if I find anything useful.
Okay, who would like to roll me the 2d20? Oh, you're rolling it, aren't you, David? Brother Dimglow straight
Yeah,
in
I'm
this one.
going
Dim
because
glow.
I'm
He's gonna say a
both the
prayer.
tank and the healer of this party.
Yeah, okay
Yes,
then.
he's gonna say a prayer.
Praise to Atom,
That's
and he rolls a 21,
That's
which is
dirty water.
dirty water. That's not the best roll you could have had.
But it is blessed by Atom.
Right in the middle of it's blessed. Is that what you call dirty water? Holy water.
Yeah.
If it's radiated
it's
water,
holy
that's holy
water.
water to you. Yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly. It's holy water.
You're like, no way did I find holy water. Everyone's looking at it. I'm like, that's unclean
Amazing.
water. That's
a
all
gift
there is.
from Atom, even
Well,
better than Stimpaks.
It's a puddle. It's a puddle. That's all it is.
That's exactly what that is. It's melted snow. It's everywhere around you.
Like, oh, look, yellow snow. Eat this.
So here's another thing about the Winter of Atom. You can have dirty water whenever you want. All you have to do is scoop some up and melt it.
Yeah.
So dirty water's always available. So that was a roll wasted on.
You wanna re-roll
Would you
that
like
one?
to now spend an action point and re-roll?
I think we are going to do that, right?
Okay. So you have 1 left.
Shall I roll again or someone else?
No, go again. Go on. We can blame you
Okay.
then.
We can play-
Yeah, perfect.
14 is Daddy-O.
Daddy-O.
That's a chem.
What is that? I can't remember.
It's a chem.
It's a
Is it?
chem.
Excellent, well done.
It's more of one
It
of
isn't
the.
exactly medicine. But
It's
it
not
is a
exactly
chem.
medicine. It's more like
It's a charisma boosting
Yeah,
chem.
it's a recreational. One of the recreational chems like Jet and Psycho and stuff. It's one of the. It's drugs.
I bring drugs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's street drugs rather than pharmaceutical drugs, basically.
They should have
Are
been
you
more
going
specific when
to-
they sent me. I'm not that bright.
Exactly.
True.
So,
Are you going to spend
Do
your
you
last
wanna
action
re-roll?
point for another
Yeah,
roll on
what
that
do you-
table?
What do you think?
I'd
David?
say
You
so.
gonna re-roll?
Do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Alright.
you should. I think
Come
you
on.
should.
Let's find some more drugs.
Come on. Come on, David.
20 is dirty water again.
Another blessing
Now,
from Adam.
here's something that one of my groups told me about, and we haven't used
Can
it
I-
before, and I'll
can I
let you use
spend a
it
luck
here.
point? Can I spend one of my luck points to get him to re-roll it?
Apparently you can. Apparently one of the uses is luck, and my in-person group told me about this. We'll use this here. One of the uses of luck apparently is you can alter the roll on
Yes.
that table by up to 6 each way. So if you go, what did we get? 20. So if you go 6 each way, you've got dirty water, Stimpak diluted, Radaway diluted, or Radaway diluted. That's one way. If you go this way, you've got healing salve, Radex diluted, Daddio, and Daddio. So if you spend a luck point,
Hell
you
yeah.
can pick one of those.
Well, can we do that on the Daddio roll too?
Yes, with a luck point.
On the Daddio, we would get a Radaway
Or a Medex.
or Medics.
Yeah, you can get
Radaway
a
is
Medex.
something specifically
So you
that
get to
our
choose.
vault roller
You get to
needs.
choose using a luck point. You get to choose. Oh
You get
hell
to,
yeah!
you get to
David,
go up or
do
down
that.
up to 6 places on a table where you rolled apparently. So if you roll a 20,
That's a no-brainer.
you get to go back or forward 6 apparently.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I
So if you
think
If you spend a luck
I-
point, you can pick Psycho,
Yeah.
Medex, Daddio, Radex diluted, Healing Salve, Dirty Water, Stimpack diluted, Radaway diluted.
I guess a
I'm
Radex
going
would be
to
the best,
use
wouldn't
my first luck point, well, at third session, to go back a few steps on the Daddio roll and go for a Medics, I believe.
Yeah, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. That's what you can spend luck points on.
So that's one luck point.
I'm going to be right back, by the way.
Okay, no problem.
And
No problem.
I don't know
I
if I would
could-
enforce this rule on every table because you could
Griffin's
get
wearing a
you could grab
Fallout
your
t-shirt, by the way.
oh nice you could grab yourself mini nukes doing this if you actually did that, and I think that's a bit OP. So I'm not going to allow that on ammo tables, but I think for this table it's appropriate.
and I think I'll use my final luck, not my final, but another luck point to well, perhaps some healing salve.
A healing salve, okay. So you did what was that? You took a Radex and a healing, or Medex and a healing
A
salve.
Medics and a healing salve.
Okay,
and,
so
and some,
yeah.
don't
And
forget
I'd
the dirty
like-
water
I'd
and a
like-
dirty water.
In the dirty water.
so
I
keep in
forgot
I'd like to
the
do
most
the third
important
roll.
part.
I'd like
Holy
to
water
do the
to you.
third roll.
Are you gonna do another? If you like, if you want to, well, he did 3 rolls already. To be fair,
Oh, that's right. It was dirty water. It was the Daddio and dirty water. My
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So-
I forgot about the first dirty water.
So,
So
we got
you
a
other
Medics.
3, keep in mind he's wasted. He's using all his luck points to try and get you guys this stuff. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to use your luck points to look after him,
Yeah.
or not.
No, that was amazing. Yeah.
I still have one.
You still have 1, right? Okay. Well, I'm refreshing them every level, and you level up quite quick in this game. So
Perfect. I'm just gonna go top up my drink then. If
well, I
That's
think we're well into the session. We could actually have our halftime break, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let's
Sure.
do that.
Let's do that.
Sounds great. I'm just going to add the chems to my inventory for now.
Okay, so yeah, so we have collected some chems that you're going to perhaps take to Vault 81. So we'll do something like that after the break. Let's take a break, boys. And we're back for part 2 of A Real Pizza Work. As I said in the break, boys, I'm kind of cobbling it together and stitching it together from the scenario and from what I've got to make it happen. So I hope you're having fun. I am. I think it's fun. It's a good MacGuffin quest. A go fetch. So let's recap. You have collected all the ingredients for dough. You have not yet collected tomatoes or cheese, but you have collected some chems to attempt to trade with Vault 81 to get those.
Yep.
And that's where we left
Yes.
it.
And we have milk, because I think, if Vault 81 makes cheese, we bring some Brahmin milk. That
True.
kind
You
of
found Brahmin
Yeah.
milk.
And did
Very
we also
true.
find salt?
You've also found
We did
salt,
find
which
salt.
is that's
Yeah,
two.
we did.
That's 2 of the 3 ingredients required to make cheese. You're 2/3 of the way to cheese already, actually.
Yeah, and I found some cigarettes to give to my son when we get to the vault.
And no one shot
Well,
at you.
I was going to say, Solomon, you're carrying a lot, my friend. You got that heavy, whatever that contraption is you wear on your arm there. If you want me to carry the cigarettes, I'm happy to carry the pack of cigarettes.
You
Solomon.
could have. My 5-year-old son really needs these cigarettes.
You never told
I'm
us
not
you
sure
got family.
that is healthy.
I will
If
give
you
you.
are-
Oh no!
offering.
Of course.
You can carry the cigarettes. Doesn't bother me. I'm too busy holding the vase like this, going. Oh,
You're walking around with a vase, yeah.
Okay.
So the purpose of the junk items that you found, vases and stuff, they break down to common, uncommon, and materials. Materials are what you use for camping, and that's a big part of the Winter of Atom campaign. We're probably not going to go into that element of it, but if we do any distance of travelling more than a block, I'm going to go into that element of it. We are going to use the travel mechanic because it's the Winter Atom and it's cool, and this is integrated with my story of the Winter Atom. Things you do in this timeline will affect the other groups that are on this timeline. So what's the next stop, gents?
Trying to find cigarettes in the.
I think we're
Okay.
ready to go to the vault and just
Yeah,
look
I think
for whatever we find on the road of plant life we could use as well as medicine.
Okay, so it's a few hours travel, so we're going to use a travel roll. And for Vault 81, which is more familiar, it was only going to be a difficulty of 1. So let's recap the rules. We have...
Can I also use a foraging roll during our travel?
You can do a foraging roll during the travel, yes. Foraging I have
Perfect.
actually in the rollable table. I think it's here, yeah.
Yeah, I also placed it in the chat, the rules.
What I'll do is I'll replace Tato 18 to 20 with Tomato. If you roll an 18 to 20, you can find Tomato. Okay?
Sounds great.
Very convenient.
Okay, so do we
Well,
roll for the
if I
travel
remember,
first
if-
or the scavenging?
Oh, great.
I will let you roll the scavenging first, actually. The foraging first. Do the foraging first.
Okay, who's going to go foraging apart from me?
I probably can't.
It's an hour's foraging with a perception survival test difficulty of 1. Finds a number of items in this table equal to your survival score, plus 1 item per AP spend.
Not the robot, that's for certain.
Alright, so perception, survival. Ooh, two action points.
successes.
So I
You gain an action point.
generate 2 successes and I generate an action point.
Good. We
That's
need
an action
those.
point generated.
Good.
And you get one. So you find a number of items on this table equal to your survival score. What's your survival score?
I got 3 in survival.
So you find 3 items plus 1 item per EP spent. So you can get 3 or 4 items here.
Okay,
So
let's
roll
hope
with
potato.
3 d20s.
3 d20s, there we go.
No
So
Tato.
that's a 12, a 3, and a 13.
Okay, so a 12 is a mute fruit.
Mute fruit.
So that's
No,
your
we're not going to
pineapple.
put
That's your pineapple for your
We're
pizza.
not going to put pineapple on the pizza.
3 is a
You get a
carrot.
hard look from Matrix.
3 is a carrot. 13 is another mute fruit, so you got 2 mute fruits for your pineapple pizza. 2 mute
Should I
fruits.
spend the action point for one more roll? The chances are very slim. I'm leaving it up to the party.
I've always said that action points come in thick and fast. Spend them when you've got a good opportunity to do so, because you're always going to get more.
Alright, so I'm going to do one more roll. There we go.
An 8. That
An
is
8.
a
So
gourd.
that's
A
a
gourd
gourd,
is like a
alright.
pumpkin, isn't it? Something like a
yeah,
pumpkin.
yeah, it's a pumpkin.
Yeah.
A green pumpkin.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the foraging, which is done during the travel. But we're going to do the travel roll now. So we choose a navigator. Who's that? Who's going to be the navigator?
What's the skill associated?
That would
with
be the person with the map.
It's going to be survival. Survival endurance, I believe.
My survival.
Those are 2 good skills for me, but
Mine's only a 2, guys.
I'm 7.
So,
I'm 10 in
by-
total.
By default, navigating requires an endurance and survival test with the difficulty set in step 1. Your difficulty is 1 and modified in step 3, which you've not yet to do. Navigator can make a case for using another attribute other than endurance, as long as I agree with it. So it's like that. Fallout skills are like that. You can make a case for using something else if it suits you better.
Mm-hmm.
So if you reckon you can use something other than endurance to navigate, as long as you can narrate to me how that works, you can use that better skill, that better stat. And always remember, you can always spend 1 luck point to use your luck as a stat for rolling from. So if your luck's higher than, say for example, your endurance, if you're making an endurance check, but you want to use your luck because it's a couple of points higher, one of the things you could do with luck is to use your luck as a rolling stat.
Well, I got a 10 in total for endurance.
That's
survival,
pretty
so
good. That's
I
a 50% chance. So your difficulty's
can
1, but
lead.
we now so decide the journey speed. If you go half the speed, it decreases your difficulty by 2, so that'll make it a difficulty 0. If you go normal speed, it decreases the navigation by 1, so it becomes a 0, and sets the complication range to 2. So you'll have a difficulty of 0, but a complication range of 19 to 20. And if you go double the speed, it sets the complication range to 4. So a 17, 18, 19, and a 20 is a complication. And complications are a thing in the travel.
if we go cautious, it will take 2 hours instead of 1, but we can generate a lot of action points potentially.
You're at least 3 hours away, I would say.
3 hours.
Yes.
All right, so 6 hours.
So if you want to take 6 hours to get there and 6 hours to get back, Diamond City will be closed by the time you get back.
Yeah, I think that's a bit too much. What do you guys
Could
think?
we stay at
we could stay at the vault. We could stay at the vault overnight, couldn't we?
All right. Sounds great.
So do you want
All right, so
you want to make a navigation check then? So let's double check how we do this. So you're doing endurance plus survival, unless you give me a case for another thing. You cannot spend action points to roll more dice for this, but you can spend action points to reduce the difficulty of the test. I can allow groups to reduce the difficulty of the navigation test by 1 per 2 action points spent if they come up with clever plans and narrate how they do so. But you've already got a difficulty of, what did we say? You're doing it normal speed, so it's the difficulty 0. Your difficulty 0 anyway.
Okay.
So,
so going at normal speed.
Additionally, the navigator's allies can assist the test per usual and describe what they're doing during the journey. So you can do different things as well. So you can do endurance and you can say science if you tell me how scientifically you make the journey easier. So he rolls 2 dice and everybody else is going to roll 1 dice. So he rolls on endurance survival.
All right,
2
so
dice.
I'm going to roll that now.
And then we can do assists on it.
Endurance survival.
0 successes.
Yeah, that's a no.
But your difficulty is 0. But that's a complication. Would you
That's
like to re-roll so you don't deal with a complication?
I am going to use my last luck point.
His last luck point, folks.
There you go.
So 1, 20.
There you
And it's
go.
a success.
There's 1 success. Okay, so
So I
that
get an
gains
action
you an
point.
action point. So you have 2. And that is the success that you need without a complication to make your journey in 3 hours.
And where are we headed?
And you've not even done your assist yet. Everybody gets to roll 1 dice to assist. So roll endurance and whatever you're navigating with.
So we roll.
By default, it's survival, endurance survival. But you're only rolling 1 dice, so do that from the top left of your screen. Or you can, in fact, hit the roll to assist button from Dimglow's roll.
So my endurance is 5.
Do that.
My survival.
That's a
is 2.
success,
So
surely.
my goal is 7.
Yeah, it is.
My
Yeah,
goal is
it is.
7.
That's a miss. So we've got 1 success. We've got 1 success on the assist from Solomon.
Where and forgive me, guys. Where are we heading first on the map? What's our
Vault
target?
81.
But
Oh, we are. Okay.
That's
Oh,
2.
nice.
2
Ooh,
from
nice.
A69.
nice.
Great.
So that is another 3 action points gained. So you've gone up to 5 action points, guys.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Very good. I've not had any enemies to use my action points with yet. So you
Yeah,
make it
probably going to
to
use it at the
Vault 81. So let me just pull all some bits together. I'm going to copy all these tokens and I think I'll have a map for this. Bear with me a second, I'll find it. I'll put you there as a halfway point just now. And there as well. I see I have so many maps I have to drag you to like halfways. None of these maps that you're landing on are actually where you're going to be.
You've got some. You've collected some really good maps for Fallout.
Yeah, I'm
credit.
running 3 campaigns at once. So we'll have a look at this one first. Just because it's
Alright,
cool.
great.
This is the entrance to Vault 81.
Oh.
To get there first, you'll go to a different... First, you'll see this site, actually.
Oh, cool.
So this is where you travel to, and there's like this cave, which, as you'll know, Solomon, it goes down some ways, and then there's a vault entrance.
Yep.
So
Nice.
you go in here, and then it goes under the ground here to somewhere back here. There's a vault entrance.
Say, Oliver,
Yeah.
how does the chef feel about the yaguai on the pizza?
You just spotted one on that artwork, didn't you? There's one there. Do you want a random encounter with Yagwai? Do you? Is that what you're going for? Because we can have
I think we'll pass on that.
You can have a random encounter with a Yagwai if you want.
You had to bring it up.
It would not take me long to make its character sheet. 2 minutes.
I think we'll pass on that one.
You're
right?
passing on that, right? Okay. I'm going to put you to another map, actually. Because I'm just that kind of guy. I've made a million maps. So, you walk down this tunnel, right? And you come to here. And you can see you walk down further into this cave network, and there is a vault entrance.
Oh man,
here.
that's a cool map. Look at that.
Straight out of Fallout, my friend. Straight out of Fallout. And you know, as you get to about here somewhere, Solomon, there is a terminal where you can plug in a cord to your Pip-Boy and you can talk to the Overseer of Vault 81. Now, I do know there is a canon name for the Overseer of Vault 81, and I should have looked it up and remembered for this, but I don't remember at this point. So it's the Overseer at this point. So what do you want to do?
Let him know we are back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm back.
Overseer McNamara.
Overseer McNamara, and I believe it's a she, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
Rowan.
Yes, she's a lady. Okay.
Gwen McNamara.
Gwen McNamara. So you're working for a Gwen, and your overseer is a Gwen as well. All right. So you get to the intercom. You want to plug in? It's you that's got a Pip-Boy.
Yep.
I'm gonna plug in,
Okay.
and with all excitement, I'm gonna let Gwen know we're back. Well, I'm back with medics, healing salves, and a medic.
Along with some other compatriots.
And a medic.
And
Don't forget us.
Oh, God, sorry, and a vase.
Look what I've got. No, there's no
He's still
flowers.
holding it.
So you've brought
Brought
your
you
overseer, your lovely lady overseer, a nice vase, but no flowers, right?
Correct. They
Cool.
all died.
Okay, so she'll come on the McNamara will come on the Vault Tech intercom, and she'll say, best. You've not been away for very long at all. I hope you've got good news to report.
I've got some good news, but I also need something in return for future better news. But at least for now, I've got some stuff that will help.
What have you managed to get for us so far? You can't have managed much in the time you've been away. It's only a few days.
Are you not going to open up and let me in?
No. We're having to keep it closed. We'll crack it a little bit to pass some things through, but no, we've had raider attacks here recently, and we can't open the vault door just now. When you come back for good, when you come back with with enough to keep us going for the winter, then we'll talk about opening the door. But right now we're just gonna open it a crack to let you pass a hand through.
Okay, well, I'm going to need some things from you to enable myself to get more barter and trade.
And what's that you need from us? You know that supplies are low here in the vault.
Well, it's tough.
There's no traders
on the outer world.
There's no traders coming in and out. This is
No,
why,
I know, but
why you're out there.
Everything I've sacrificed for you, my home life and everything, to come out here.
What do you want from us, Solomon? What is it?
It's nothing much. I just need some cheese and some tomato.
Cheese and tomato, right?
Yeah.
Cheese and tomato. What are you doing?
It's a secret. It's a new business venture that we're going into. And
Listen,
Why is he saying it's a secret?
Listen.
Matrix 9 says loudly in the back.
Food stretched thin enough as it is already, Solomon. I don't know. What have you got for me? What have you got medicine for us?
We've got some Medex, some healing salve, a vase, some sweet rolls.
Don't forget the cigarettes.
Don't forget
cigarettes.
cigarettes. But here's
Cigarettes.
the thing. In the vault, what you know,
And a
Solomon,
new-
is
And a newspaper.
in the vault they
And a
have
vase. And a vase.
in the vault they have mint condition cigarettes, which you don't have out in the wasteland. These will be radiated and shitty and
Yeah,
100 years
yeah.
old and dry. In the vault they've actually got good real cigarettes. Like you've
Yeah.
got like untarnished stuff down in Vault 81. Vault 81 was good. Vault 81 was a good life. You've lived a good life there, I'm just bringing up a thing that doesn't say how many items of cheese we need. I'm just going to assume it's 3 units. Well, we need 3 tomatoes. There we go. We need 3 tomatoes. I'm just going to assume it's 3 units of cheese we need as well. Okay. I suppose I'm going to require some sort of test for you, Adrian, but I don't want to make it too hard. So give me a charisma and speech test. I don't want to make it too easy either. So with difficulty 2, but bear in mind,
Especially after saying it's a secret.
What?
let's say yeah, because you said it's a secret, it's a 2. It should have been a 1, but because some numbnut said it's a secret, it's going to be a difficulty 2. But bear in mind, you've got action points. You can make it easier if you want.
This is practically impossible. So.
Oh, look at that!
No!
So close.
You got 1 success, right? Okay, so
close.
what do you want to do? Do you want to spend luck and re-roll the 5?
I thought that was a 2 success. What was the?
No, he needs.
target?
He needs 2
Target.
successes. He needs 2.
I have no charisma. I'm not a talking
He's not the
person.
charisma guy. Listen,
Can I assist him with my fast talking?
I would say so. Yeah, I'll let you do an assist. You can go. You can go up and go, hey, overseer, and you can talk on the mic for a little bit, and I'll let you do an assist. Assist is 1 dice, but if you click the roll to assist button, it should set it up for you.
Shove me out the way. I'm well out of my depth.
You can't shove him too far out the way because he's connected by a cable. His Pip Boy's
Hey,
plugged into a
overseer.
terminal.
What's the guy you're talking to? What's his name?
Her name is. What did you say her name is?
What's her
McNamara.
position?
Gwen
McNamara.
McNamara.
Gwen McNamara, and she's overseer of the vault. It's the top position
Right,
in the
so
vault.
look, hey, look, whoa, Oz, Lady Oz, hold on now.
What?
I don't think you understand. Now I know he said it's a secret. I mean, business. You said it yourself. There ain't no trade coming in and out. Okay, what Solomon's talking about? You're the one who sent him out there. You're the one who sent him out there for medical supplies. He comes back with a business proposition. We've got medical supplies. And all we're asking for is a little, what are they called, guys? Maters?
Tomatoes.
Maters. You know what? I'm just going to make it up right now. All we're asking for is a couple maters, right? And what else we look? Oh, cheese. Right? All right. So
Very nice, Shaemus, but let's see what the dice decide. You may roll to
let's see what
assist.
they say. He shovels a bunch of bullshit.
Let's hope your dice are as good as you.
All right.
And bullshitting.
That is what's my difficulty?
You just press the roll to assist. It's what? Well, his difficulty was 2, and he's got 1 success, so you need 1 more success.
Okay, hold on. Where do I do that?
Now,
Roll
here's
to,
the thing.
to assist.
You can just. It's on his roll. There's a wee button that says roll to assist. On his actual
where
roll.
is that?
In
I
the
don't see
chat.
it.
In the chat where Adrian's
It's
rolls
in the
came
chat.
up.
Sorry, I wasn't in the chat.
In the chat on roll 20, I mean, where the rolls
Yep,
come up.
going down. I'm going down there. There it is. Roll to
Roll
assist.
to
Here we go.
assist.
Oh.
You can't spend
You
action
attempted to.
points on an assist, unfortunately.
Oh. Okay, wait. So I just click on roll to assist, right?
Yep.
And it'll prompt you.
It says you
what
attempted to use a roll command looking for the value.
you need to target your token.
You need to
first.
target your token. I've
Oh,
got the
oh,
token.
oh,
The tokens are here. Yeah, you can do that.
There, I just
You click
targeted
your
my
Click your
token.
token, then press it again.
Okay, there we go. No, I still didn't do anything. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry to be so ignorant.
It's okay, mate.
It's okay.
We're in no hurry here as well. It's a very short scenario. We're gonna
I
finish
see
it all in
him.
one
I
session
see.
anyway.
I see that he's got a square around him. He's
Right, so
highlighted.
that's all you need to do. You have to go now to go to your characters, or now just press the roll to assist button. Sorry. Once you've clicked on your token, that's it. You can now click the roll to assist. It just means it's coming from your character that way.
It says input value attribute.
Okay, just roll a charisma speech test then with 1 dice.
Okay.
Do it from the dice roll at the top left of your character sheet.
So it's still asking me.
Just do 1 dice.
Yeah, just
There it goes,
charisma
there.
and
There we go.
Oh, did I get
There
it?
we go.
Success!
You did. So, McNamara will agree to trade you 3 tomatoes and 3 cheese for your, what was it, 1 med X
And a healing staff. And
and a
vase.
healing salve and a vase
And a newspaper.
and a newspaper and what was the other thing?
And
Not
a
my
whistle.
cigarettes.
No, the Brahmin milk. What are you going to get for the Brahmin milk?
Paintbrush.
Yeah, the milk. Yeah.
Yeah, she's had the milk and a sweet roll and a paintbrush.
Ah, there you go. So you've actually traded some food in and stuff. So she's going to be happy with that. Now what will happen is
So, Dim Glow, he's got the medicine.
uh-huh.
He's gonna wrap it in a Children of Atom Flyer. So it's all preserved and
yes. Okay, excellent. So
I
what's
was gonna say if I had all the time in the world to role play, I'd have been like, look, we brought you some milk. You're gonna be able to make more cheese. They're
So
trying to think of
McNamara
another
will say over the
nickname.
intercom, okay, tell your people to stand back from the door, best. And the door will. Now you're used to seeing it going.
I want
and
something
opening
else
up.
from her.
Oh, right, okay.
Uh-oh.
What could this possibly be? She asks.
Erase.
The photo in my room next to my bed. In the frame.
Yeah, not a problem. So,
A little
yeah.
backstory there.
Stay back from the door and wait 5 minutes. Because the vault's on a few levels, so your room is some walk for some person to get there, but she's the overseer. She'll instruct somebody to go to your room. They'll go in, open it up. Like Vault Tech Security, I've got keys that can open all the rooms. You know this as you are a Vault Tech Security. They'll grab that photo. So 5 minutes later, she'll come back on the intercom and say, right, get your people stand back from the door. And then the door, instead of going the vault door turning and opening up like you're used to it seeing, Solomon, it just goes the first little crack and it's open by about that much. And you see like this tray come out, like a wooden, like a metal, like a dinner tray, prison dinner tray, yeah, like a cafeteria dinner tray. One of them comes out with your tomatoes and your cheese on it.
Photo?
And the photo, yes, and the photo.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to put the photo in.
Oh, you're going to tell us who the photo is, or is that staying to yourself? You're keeping that to yourself?
It's got someone that probably would be my wife, you'd imagine, and two identical twin girls with blonde hair.
All right.
Nice.
I love when you give me.
What about your
all the more
son that
reason
you
to kill
mentioned you needed to give cigarettes to? He's not in the photo.
Unfortunately, he's not doing very well.
He's not had any cigarettes. He's dying from lack of cigarettes.
I haven't got a son.
That's why he needs the medicine.
Yeah.
That's why he needs the cigarettes. He's dying.
Oh.
Okay, so
yeah, we'll take the stuff off the tray, put it in the bags, and do we just run off now, or do we properly? We should exchange, shouldn't we? So yeah, we will.
It's your fault.
Yeah. No, I'll.
Depends if you want to be invited home or exiled or no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I think Mac would ask Solomon, "What's going on, man? These are your people. I mean, you brought back medical supplies. What do they want more from you? Where does this leave you, my friend?"
I'm not convinced this is my home anymore. Well, we'll do the exchange. I'm a man of my word. I've got what I need.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I mean that's beautiful. The twins there with the blonde hair, those are your boys?
Daughters.
Daughters. Well, they're young.
Matrix
I
looks with that dead metallic stare at them.
No, absolutely, daughters. You know what? I can tell now by the cheekbones, but man, they look identical. They got blonde hair, but you're a brunette. What's going on there? Here.
Well, they're quite young in the photo, and all I'm going to say is they were my daughters.
Oh,
and
man,
you can see my eyes sort of water a little bit.
Like what?
As I exchanged the goods, and I just turned around.
There you go, Solomon. I did it again. I stepped in it. I'm so sorry.
And at that tear-jerking moment, you hear bang, 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 as some gunfire goes off. And if you turn and look, you'll see 4 raiders at the other end of the cave. And just as you turn away to look at these raiders, that's it. The vault door goes shuts again, and the intercom goes silent.
Let's do it.
You may all roll initiative. The raiders are going to attack first, though.
Yeah,
of course.
One of them, only one of them.
Rolled a 10. It's not too bad. Oh shit, they rolled an 11.
Whoa.
Right. What can I find in it?
They don't roll. It's not a roll initiative. You click your token first. Make sure you click your token first, Adrian, and then it's
top left of the combat.
Top left
right
of
by your armor and everything.
Okay.
It's on the course. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm finding me. I was zoomed out really far.
Sorry, I'm looking at an NPC sheet and it's different.
That's me.
Can I ask a favor, Oliver? That
course.
that map that you had with the outside of the
Mm-hmm.
can you change it to that map? That would be pretty cool, since that's where we are.
Well, you're inside. No, you're inside the cave.
Oh, we're in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're inside. That's right. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
And I've
I think
not
I've
done...
done something wrong.
Well, I was thinking maybe cinematically we were walking out, we were leaving, and then the raiders hit us. But
Yeah, so it's... right, hang on. I'll open up your sheet and I'll tell you what it is. That's what I can do.
okay.
Boo, 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 boo. So, your initiative, if you look at the core section, initiative is... it's above your little paper doll where your armor is. Opposite your hit points. So in the middle of the sheet, under... It's in the middle of your character sheet, it's under the combat
Where the
tab.
hot boy
yeah.
is.
I've got it.
Yeah.
I've got it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Sweet.
There you go.
Okay, so what am I going to do about zones? Because it is a zonal combat. I'm going to say, let's draw a line, I guess.
I see it now. So they're coming in. Okay, I had it backwards. I was thinking that for some reason it was over here. It was the entrance, but okay, I got it.
Yeah, I was zoomed so far out. We were all a little tiny.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
So in this section, I'm just going to say there's two zones. This one you're in and that one there. Just going to simplify it pretty much.
Yeah.
So one of the raiders at the front is going to step over the line to be in the close range. And he's going to shoot at you. Now, who's closest for him? I would say that the way you're configured, now this is just
Matrix is.
potluck, it's Matrix. So I'm going to take a wee pop shot at you, my son. Special abilities let rip. Once per combat, the raider may let rip with a volley from their pipe gun, adding the weapon's fire rate of 2 to the weapon's damage for a single attack. Okay, I would have to hit first, of course. So. Ooh, now I can spend some dice. Right, where's the action points? Where did the action points go? Oh, they're here.
You already spent them, I'm sure.
I've not spent any yet. I've not had a chance. So I'm going to spend one to roll an extra dice. And we're going to shoot Mr. Matrix. And get one success with a complication. So, hang on.
It does hit.
Got a cheat sheet for complications. So it's small guns. So I need to roll 1d20. 9, 6.
9.
Overextended. You're at oh no, that's melee weapons. Small guns. 6. Click. You pull the trigger again, but nothing happens. The gun jammed. The shot was a dud. Or maybe you just reached the end of your magazine. Regardless, you'll need to use the interact minor action on the weapon before I can fire it again. So he doesn't get to fire it again without interacting to reload it. But this shot still goes off, and he gets to roll the 5 damage. So that is a success.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm adding the 2 dice to roll 5 dice. That's 4 physical damage minus whatever damage resistance you have on this body part, Mr. Robot Boy.
Same everywhere.
The groin.
So 2 damage in total.
Right in the nuts. You don't have nuts, but take that.
Right? Yeah.
Do you take 2? Have you got 2 reduction there, have you?
Yep.
Okay, so that was the initiative starter. We now go into the initiative order. So, Brother Dimglow, you would be first.
Or am I first? I have an initiative.
No, you
Oh,
need to
no,
sort it
I've
first.
got them the wrong way. I've got them the wrong way. Solomon is
I'm
first.
just complaining.
Right. I guess I'm going to shoot one of them. Where are they wearing armor?
They are wearing armor, yes. They're wearing
In their
radar
head?
armor. Let me just open up their sheet.
Does he have a helmet?
It's a specific skill to pick out their weakness, but you can see that they are wearing. I think it's radar armor. Let me check. No, road leathers. They're wearing road leathers, so they've got 1 physical and 1 energy across their whole body.
So, but
Without
he
the
hasn't
head,
in his
without the head,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I can automatically aim with my Pip-Boy, can't I?
Yeah. So you aim well.
If I
Yeah,
don't
no.
move, I can do
Aim,
it.
You
aiming
can
is
choose a body part.
aiming is an action that anybody can do. What you can do is what you can do uniquely is you can choose the body part without that increasing the difficulty. So for anybody else to shoot at the head, it's a difficulty of 2. For you, it's a 1 because of VATS.
Yeah.
But taking the aim action does a different thing. The aim action, which some guns can't do, is if you don't move and use your minor action to aim, you also get to re-roll 1d20 off your attack. So if you take the aim action, you can re-roll 1d20. But
I might as well take the aim action because I don't need the.
no, because you did not have your gun out when you were talking to your overseer, did you?
No.
So you would have had to pull your gun out. That would have been your minor action. So you can't, unless you want to spend 1 action point to use another extra minor action to aim. You can. You could spend an action point and aim, and that will give you the benefit.
No,
of
it's fine. I'll just pull it and shoot then.
Okay, but you're shooting at the head without an increased difficulty. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I do that, I believe.
You click on the weapon, yeah.
Oh yeah, we do it on the weapon. Don't
On the
we?
weapon, yeah. And it'll automatically use your skills, and it'll come up with the damage
additional
type and
dice.
everything.
Yeah.
2 successes. So you
Better
gain an
than none.
action point.
Perfect.
Yeah, you gain an action point. You're up to 6.
Cool.
And that is more than enough to hit him. So you can roll damage. And remember, when you're shooting, this is where you can spend extra bullets if your gun has a fire rate.
I do. I'll spend a couple more bullets then, I guess.
Okay, and you can add them when it prompts you. When you roll damage, it'll prompt you to add extra dice. You can add your extra dice from bullets there. A 10 miller has, I believe, oh, that's 6. Right, you need to roll a body part then, so we know where that hits him, because it'll be 5 anywhere else, but it'll be 6
when
on the head.
Will it just be 6 in the head because I get to?
Oh,
pick
you
it?
picked the head, yeah,
picked-
you
I
picked
picked
the
the head,
head. Right, okay, so that is a critical hit. That's an injury. And
Nice.
he goes blind and a whole bunch of other stuff, so I'm going to put a marker on. I'm going to take the... He's got no protection there, so he takes the full 6 hit points, gets an injury to the head, so I'll put that up. And I'll need to just quickly check what an injury to the head is in the book. If you bear with me a moment, I can do so. The book is here. Unless somebody else is quicker than me. Oh no, I've got injuries. Head. You're momentarily dazed and lose your normal actions in your next turn. You have to spend action points to get actions, and you cannot see clearly, and increase the difficulty for all tests which rely on vision, which includes attacks, by +2.
No.
So he's
Okay,
got that
great.
until someone heals him, and he's only got 2 hit points left as well. He's fucked. Solomon, that's your that's your minor action and your major action. But remember, you may spend action points to take further actions, but the difficulty increases on them.
Yeah. No, I think I will leave it there. See what everyone else does.
Okay, Matrix, it is your turn.
Matrix is going to first, after being dinged in his codpiece, he's going to go, "How crude! You shall pay for this, minions of Dr. Zorbo!" And activate his radiation coils.
Excellent.
And I've double-checked the rules. They take the damage at the end of my turn.
At the end
So nobody
of your
here
turn.
takes.
Nice.
So it depends where you are as on who's going to take the damage. So you get the chance to move away from your friends before the damage goes off.
I was just gonna ask that question.
And I don't
Okay.
need to spend any minor action to aim or draw my weapons.
Pull out a weapon because
rather.
they're attached to you. Yeah,
I am a weapon.
you are a weapon. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what would it take to get to this group of enemies right here?
Just
It's
one
one
movement.
zone.
Just any movement. It's only
Yeah.
one zone.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll spend my minor action moving here.
I've not mastered the zones yet. I'm making it as simple as possible when it comes to the zones. Like,
No
ooh,
problem.
right
And-
in amongst them. Okay.
Yep. I'm getting into reach with all of them, and then I'm going to do a claw attack on the one to the right of me.
Okay. Good luck.
Nice. So you fire off your radiation and you can still move. That's amazing.
Success.
That's one
Yes.
success.
The radiation is just a part of me I click on.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
just
like
an
that.
extra bonus thing that he's got. So you may roll damage, sir. So he takes. Oh, what body part is it?
Or physical damage. Let's see what body parts. 1d20.
That's the
7.
torso.
Okay. 4
So he
physical
takes-
damage to the torso.
So it's 3 because he's got 1 reduction.
Gotcha. And now...
And now you do the
if-
radiation
that's-
coils damage, don't you?
Yes, that is
So-
the end of my turn. So,
you
3d6 radiation damage.
Yep.
Do you wish to roll for them, or shall I?
I'll let you roll it. It's your attack.
All right.
It's your inbuilt weapon. We can let you roll it, and then I'll work it out. So 3 damage. Or is it one of them where it only counts if you roll effects? Or is that
No,
that's
it's
3
just
damage?
3 damage. They all take 3 radiation damage.
Okay, so that
You're on a
takes
roll.
their maxes down. So he takes 3 from the top end, but he also takes 3 from the bottom end as well. So that he's on 2 out of 5. So instead of having 8 hit points now, they have 5. So he's on. And if I go into here, I can actually change their thing so that I can change their top end. He's on 5 out of 5, and he's on 5 out of 5. The people watching can see what I'm doing in Roll20 and see how that works as well. Okay, so that's your radiation damage done on the 3 of them. That is your turn then,
Yes,
yeah?
sir. In my AoE. That is it.
I love that attack. It's very cool. Okay, it's the Raider's turn now. So obviously...
Cosmic radiation.
Well, I'll deal with him first, right? He's blinded, and he has to spend action points just to do anything. So he's going to spend 1 action point to get up and move. To get up.
Who's this guy? This guy here?
Yeah. So he's going to spend 1 just to move.
Got blood in his eyes.
And then he's going to spend 2 to make an attack. So I'm down to 0. So he's gonna step back a bit. He's coming out of range of you, so it's going to be a more difficult attack. So it's a 2 difficulty, but it's actually a 4 difficulty because he's blinded. So he's got a 4 difficulty on this attack. It's going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to say he's shooting at Mac. But his difficulty's 4, so you might be all right here. I've got no more action points to spend. He didn't get 4 successes. He got 1 and no complications, so that doesn't hit you. Okay, that's his turn. Now let's deal with the other 3. So I'm going to go clockwise. So it's this one here first. What have they got in the way of melee weapons? Tire irons. They also have gun bash, but I like the tire iron. It's got more damage. That's 1 success, so I get to roll damage with that.
Ooh.
4 minus your reduction on this body part.
That's quite a bit.
I think he's got 2 reduction all over, so he takes 2 damage on his torso.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we move on to the second one, who will also be attacking you. So you're tanking it here. Second one gets 2 successes. So Games Master generates an action point.
So they're trying to Clockwork Orange
Yep.
Matrix 9 right
I'm
now.
gonna spend my action point immediately just to get an extra dice on my. Oh no, yeah, because I am rolling damage. I got a hit, didn't I? So I'm gonna spend 1 additional dice because it's melee damage. That's right, isn't it? You spend luck. No, you spend action points for extra damage, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Only on melee or throwing.
On melee and throwing. So 4 minus 2 again on. You can't stand to do this forever, you know.
They're not gonna last that long.
19.
Yeah,
I believe that's your legs, your lower body, your lower
Doesn't really
robot
matter
parts.
where I get hit.
Yeah.
Unless
Is that
I
what
get
they're
unless you
doing?
get a critical.
Was I right? They're just beating the hell out of them with tire irons? Is that what they're
Yeah,
doing?
bang,
Yeah.
bang with tire irons. Try saying that if you're
Anybody-
Northern Irish. Tire
anybody-
iron.
Tire iron.
Tire
I don't know
iron.
if you guys got the reference there to Clockwork Orange, but
Yeah. Oh, I did. I 100% did. I'm all about the references. Right, and the last one is going to do more of the same.
nice. Matrix 9 taking a beating.
No successes. Okay,
Oh, all right.
so that is the Raiders. Now, Mac, you get to see if you can do something about it.
Yeah, I positioned myself there. I think I'm gonna move. Boy, that's interesting. I have to move into the zone.
If you move into the zone, you'll be attacking it at normal difficulty. If you're in a different zone, you'll be increasing the difficulty by 1.
And do I put myself in danger of the radiation from?
No, you have to be within reach,
prior
which
to-
is like
Within-
melee.
You have to be melee touching
Alright.
range for it. To
So
be
no,
bothering you.
I think I go into the zone because in what was it that he had the face icon on him? What was he? He's blinded,
That's-
right?
He's
Blinded.
He's blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an injury.
Yeah. So I I like easy targets, so I'm gonna go after him, and I'm gonna shoot at him with my.
He's also very hurt as well.
Yeah, that's right up my alley. I'm going to, and I'm sorry to be repetitive, but thank you for your patience. I'm going to use my sharpshooter's pipe revolver. Now, how do I do this again?
On the character sheet, you will have on
Mhm.
the main section.
Yep.
So in the core section, if you scroll down to the bottom of the core section, you've
Combat.
got combat, you've got weapons. Just click on
Yep.
the name of the weapon, and then a
Yep.
little pop-up back box will come up.
I'm not going to do additional dice. How many do we have though? Oh wow, we got 6 out of
You have
7.
6
Yeah,
action
we got
points.
6.
But he's hurt. And you know what? I'm feeling good about myself. So I'm going to roll that. 1 success. Is that what I understand?
That's 1 success. That's all you need.
All right. And then in order to do damage,
You click the roll damage dice here, the button.
yep, I see it there. And submit.
3 minus his reduction. So roll me a d20, and that's what body part you hit.
All right.
If you hit the head, he's got
roll
less
you
he's got no
the-
reduction. It does the full 3 damage.
Do 1d20. Come on, boy.
So that's one of the arms, I think, 13. So he
Yeah.
takes 2 damage, but he had 2 hit points, Shaemus. If you can describe how your shot takes him down, if you would like.
I think it's frantic. I think he's holding his face. He's backing up. He doesn't know what's going on. Max sees a wounded duck, and he shoots him in the shoulder. Mac's a lover. He's not a fighter, but he didn't do anything
Maybe.
brutal, but he takes him down. You
Okay.
know, Mac's
Very
a
nice.
little surprised actually.
Very
that
nice.
He actually took a guy down.
Okay, is that the end of your turn, or are you spending any action points to make any
That's it.
other? Okay. So-
Well, again, I'm still learning the game, so
If you wanted to take, for example, if you wanted to take another action, you would spend 2 action points, and you could make another attack, but your difficulty goes up by 1 on the attack, so it would be a 2 difficulty.
no, I mean, if there's anything I would do, I would see that Friar Tuck there is starting to glow, and I might back up a little bit. But other than that, I think
Friar
I'm
Tuck's
fine.
over here. That's the robot that's doing the glowy.
Yeah. I don't explode, generally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Friar Tuck being Father Dimglow, but I forgot. I've got him. Yeah, I've got him mixed up. So 3PO is starting to glow. I might back up a little bit
Okay.
if necessary. But
Well, no, you've already moved.
that-
So you would, yeah.
Yeah,
So you would
okay.
spend 1 action point if you wanted to move again. It would cost you an action.
no.
point to move again.
I'm good. I'm committed to what I was doing, so
Okay.
I'm good.
Speaking
Yeah.
of the glowing one,
Friar
it's
Tuck.
Brother Dim. Speaking of Father Tuck, it is Brother Dimglow. Yeah. Brother Dimglow,
Well-
how do you react when you see him using the radiation like that? Is that exciting for you?
It's very exciting, and I want to
Yeah.
get very close, so
Like a
I charge
moth-
all the
like a
way
moth.
up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a moth to a flame.
Must follow flame.
Okay, you're moving to the
Um,
center of that zone, so it's fine with 1 movement.
Yeah, and I'm going to go attack that one with my baseball bat.
Oh, right in there, melee style. Would I be right in
Yeah.
thinking you previously took the big leagues? So you get is that
Yeah.
your character? You got big leagues, so you get vicious damage with
Yeah.
2-handed melee weapons, including a baseball bat.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay,
And I generate 2 successes.
that's 2
One,
successes.
Nice.
2
So
successes,
you
so
go up
1
to 7.
AP.
You're up to maximum action points, boys.
Nice.
Alright, and I'm going to roll my damage. I'm not going to use an action point because he's almost dead, right?
He
He's got
is.
5.
You're pretty
right?
wounded.
Yeah, he's only taken damage from the radiation so far.
Okay. I am going to use 1 AP then to buy an additional damage die
Okay,
with my melee attack.
you're down to 6. Ooh, nice roll.
nice.
So give me a body part. See what part of the body you hit him on, and then
Yeah,
because
and
either
it's
3 or
vicious,
4.
right? So it's an increased
Oh,
damage,
shit.
isn't it?
It's vicious. So that's 7 damage.
That's
So
a lot of
it
damage.
definitely matters what body part you hit. You've killed him actually. That's one of the legs. No, that was a 5. That's the body. That's the torso. So you may
I
describe.
always hit him with the torso for
You may
some
describe
reason.
how you wipe that guy out in one hit after he's only took
Well,
damage from
I,
radiation.
I charged forwards with my baseball bat, and I'm like slamming him like I would slam a baseball, and I hit him straight on the heart, and the guy instantly dies from a heart attack
Oof, you
because
hit
of
his,
the blow.
yeah, you hit his heart for a home run.
I was going to
Discombobulate.
say, should we go Gonzo and just say you knocked his heart out of his chest cavity?
Absolutely, absolutely fine with that if you want to. This is Fallout. It is
Yeah.
Gonzo.
Perfect.
Yeah,
It's out there.
yeah, it's Fallout. It is Gonzo.
Good of you to join the fray.
Okay, now you. It's only at the end of your turn that your radiation goes off, but it affects Brother Dimblo differently than it affects other people radiation. So
Yes.
that'll be a thing when that happens. Right,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we've made it to the end of the round. What we'll do before we go into the next round is have a very fast 2-minute break because your overseer needs the bathroom. Right, boys.
Alright.
I have to take my dogs out anyway. Yeah. it's
Cool,
good.
okay.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll do mine.
make it a nice quick break, but yeah, we'll have a break, boys.
Alright.
Okay, we're back from the short bathroom break. Thank you, boys. You are at Solomon's turn, I believe, or did you just take your turn? You haven't. No, it's your turn.
No, I haven't. Right.
Top of the order.
I can still move, can't I? And still shoot.
Yes. Yeah, movement's a minor action, shooting's the major action.
Yeah. It's just if I get into here, it's easier to shoot, isn't it?
Yes. Once you get to there, it's a regular difficulty. If you'd been back there, it would have been +1 difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And who's the least injured?
They
Leave one
are.
at the back.
They're all similar, aren't they?
The one at the back
Yeah,
is
similar.
less injured than this
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna shoot him then.
Okay.
How many dice we got? We got 6 dice. So
You've
if
got
I'm
6
gonna take
action
it,
points,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take 1 extra to try and generate some extra successes.
Okay.
Everyone's all right with that?
Yeah, no problem.
You're still at 5 if you do that. It's a healthy amount, so.
Yeah. Click on that. Take the extra 1.
That is 3 successes.
Awesome.
So that was well spent. You're
Nice.
back up to 7 now.
Okay, cool. And then let's just go with that. I'll spend 1 extra bullet. They're
Remember.
like sweets.
Oh, look at that roll. Please remember to track your bullets on your sheet. It's very important in this
I am.
system. Thank you.
Um,
Oh, and
Very
that,
nice.
that was him at the back you've hit. Right,
yeah,
okay.
and I only do headshots, so
You only do headshots, so you
It's
with
your calling card.
you can
It's how it's
absolutely narrate that how that goes to us if you would like, Adrian.
well, I
He's-
sort of run in to help, and I'd sort of just pull out and shoot, and it's the only thing I know. The only thing I know is to, smallest mass in the head, and well, he's distracted, so that's through the ear, perfectly out through the other ear. There's no blood, doesn't leave a trace, but he just falls.
Oh, beautiful.
I don't
Slow-mo
like
kill
to make a
cam.
mess.
Slow-mo kill cam. Just a bullet goes through his head, no blood,
yeah.
and then he just drops. Beautiful.
By the way, that's one of my favorite things of all time of that video game. It's just absolutely amazing.
The slow-mo kill cam, is when you
works.
use VATS, it's
Oh.
amazing. I love it. I'm an absolute big fan of it.
Just
I've been
makes
playing
the
it a lot
game all
recently.
worth it.
Yeah, it
Does
does. It's great.
anyone mind if I take a second shot? While we're up to
Right.
7.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, good plan.
Oh.
Because you are up to 7 and you can't go any higher, it is always a good idea to use them. So,
Yeah.
if
So
you
is
roll,
Is it 1? it
it's,
1 for 1?
it's 2 to take an extra major action. So if you're shooting again, it's 2, so you go down to 5, and your difficulty on the shot becomes 2. It puts the difficulty of any test up by 1 when you're taking
know what?
as an extra action.
I'll stop and I'll let someone else do some additional stuff with that.
Ah,
So-
okay,
because
okay.
then they should, if they spend a dice, and then it might generate a bit more, mightn't it? So yeah.
Okay, Matrix, it's your turn.
Matrix. I believe just the claw is the way to go right now. There's only 1 left.
Yep.
Well, yep. So we're just gonna smack him. And this is the guy I've been smacking. He should be very.
He is already very injured. Yes.
I'm gonna spend how many action points do we have?
You're at 7.
7. Thanks to you, no doubt, because we only have 6. So
We're going
Yeah.
to spend 1.
It's true. You're going to spend 1, okay? I'm on 0, by the way. Flat 0.
Oh,
Complication.
3 successes and a complication. Would you like to do anything with the complication, or are you going to keep it?
What's the melee complication for a robot?
I've got them here. You can roll me 1d20.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Your action points goes back up to full though, because you got the extra successes.
Excellent.
14 on melee weapons is stuck. Your weapon's gotten lodged in something. Maybe the terrain around you, maybe the enemy. You'll either need to release your grip on the weapon, which you can't do, which prevents you from using it, or retrieve it using the interact minor actions. You have to spend a minor action to retrieve your weapon, but you haven't moved, so you can do that.
In my head, I've got him putting his arm through his stomach, and it's like
gotten
stuck on his rib cage.
Yeah. That's exactly how that goes down, AJ.
My axe is embedded in his central nervous system.
Yeah, it just goes right through him, turns, and then it gets stuck, and he can't pull it back out. And when by the time you pull it out, it just absolutely destroys him, rips his rib cage into bits. Yeah, let's see if you kill him. Yeah, I've no doubt you will. Yeah, you do. Oh wait. What body part was it? Because that doesn't kill him unless you hit him in the head.
I also have the radiation damage, so don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, you've got that. It's gonna
14. Let's see about the radiation.
That's one of the arms. So he's on 1 hit point. Let's see what the radiation damage does to him.
Yeah,
that'll do it. Okay.
He's being baked alive.
Well done, gentlemen.
And I'll sort of, Brother Dimglow, you will take some radiation damage.
Let me check. So,
but he likes
you will
radiation
take that 3.
damage.
Yep.
I take 1 damage because I have 2 radiation resistance, and I get a radiation point.
And that's what you find on each raider. That's the salvage for a raider. So if somebody wants to just copy that somewhere, ×4. Oh, the wealth one is 1d20, so you may roll... Oh, we've got rolls, actually. We've got rolls to do. So it's 10 plus 5 DC ammo times 4. So someone roll 20 damage dice. And it's 10...
Okay, will do.
It's 10 plus this.
20.
20 damage dice. So that's... 31 times
Not bad rolls.
38 ammo.
Pretty good.
And you may roll me 4 d20.
What type of ammo was it?
38. Which is pipe gun.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And that's 47 caps.
Pretty good.
Nice.
We got all our groceries back.
Spread those out evenly, guys, or what?
I think those the ones who paid for the groceries get their caps back, and then the
Get
rest
their
is
caps
divided.
back first. That would make sense. That would be fair.
Oh, nice. What did we spend?
I don't know.
17?
I don't know that Mac Aver'age would actually use this gesture, but
I
that's
still
mighty.
try it.
That's mighty generous of you there, brother Dim Glow.
We spent 15 first, didn't we? That was it.
I think we
so,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was 15.
So 15.
And remember, every cap counts in the wasteland, so make sure you get this right. While you are tallying up, you can talk to me about where you would like to go next. You've got all the ingredients, bar the meat, in fact. So, are you going to return to Samry?
We want to go and get.
Gwendelyn
this
Samry?
big boy or bad boy, don't we? That's what we need.
Yeah, we do.
You still set on the Mirelurk Queen, are you?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm with Solomon. By the way, okay, hold on. I gotta see. Do I have leathers, road leathers? That's good for.
It's +1 on arms, legs, and torso, physical.
I have leather armor chest right now.
This stacks. Road leather stacks with your armor.
Okay. All right. So how do I add road leathers? What do I do?
You
I
put it
go
in the
to-
clothing
you said
section.
it's manual, right?
So,
Yeah.
let me open up your sheet. 2 seconds.
Well, thank you,
So you
Oliver. I
go
appreciate
to
that.
gear, and you go to clothing. You've already got
Yeah.
tough clothing on. Tough clothing does the exact same thing. It's the exact same stats.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
You've already got
Oh, because I was looking at armor. Gotcha. All
that.
right.
Yeah, you've already got
And
the
then
same stats. on that.
I'm wondering if I should take a tire iron. Is there anything with encumbrance or anything like that? So tire iron, I have knuckles.
You'll be nowhere near
but-
your encumbrance levels yet.
Okay, I'm heavy-handed, so I would probably like having that tire iron. I would imagine. I have it in one of my
believe so,
perks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or isn't it
So-
unarmed or melee?
Well, I'm double checking here real quick. I'm heavy-handed. means your melee damage increases by +1 DC. So yeah.
All right.
So I'm thinking I should grab the tire iron if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, crack on.
All right. So let me go here to. And you said I
Wait.
can't.
That reminds me, Oliver.
Yeah.
There's also the melee bonus, right? On your character sheet.
Yeah, if you have a certain strength, you get a melee bonus.
Because I didn't use that in my previous attacks. I just rolled for my weapon.
It
but
will
I
be.
also add them.
It'll automatically be factored in if you wrote it on your sheet.
Oh, I could. Hey, Oliver,
Okay.
I was able to drag and drop the tire iron, so that's
So
cool.
on your character sheet, there is on the main section it
Yeah, I
says
see
melee
it.
bonus 2. So you've already got it there. So that's automatically adding it in. The modifier where it says
Okay.
0, that's where you're adding an extra situational modifier. If it says 2 there, it's already factoring it into your rolls for you.
All right.
Okay, so for travel's sake, I'm not going to make you do the whole travel check. If you want to travel from A to B, as long as it's within reasonable distances, we're going to just travel. For the sake of finishing a one-shot in one session. That's why.
Gotcha. No problem.
So what is the next destination? Is it Diamond City?
Back.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is.
Yep.
So without
Or the
making the roll,
Is it?
it's,
Aren't we gonna try to get some meat?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well,
get
that's
that.
where we're doing.
Okay.
I believe you're going
We're
to
going to get
gonna-
the fat man.
get a fat man and try and kill a Mirelurk queen.
That's right.
So travel back to Diamond City takes 3 hours. So
Be right
it's
back.
we're into the afternoon. Yeah, we're into the afternoon now, the early afternoon, because you'll have left early in the morning, 9 o'clock, 3 hours, 12 o'clock. Let's say it's 3 o'clock, plus some scavenging before. Let's say it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You've still got some hours to get your Mirelurk meat.
Excellent.
Okay, so what you'll need to think about if you are going to take this fat man is who's going to have the best chance of hitting with it, and then we're going to have to put it on someone's character sheet.
I think it's gonna be Solomon.
Well, we're gonna save all of the AP. You're gonna spend all of the AP using
Yeah,
it.
Well,
exactly.
we've got
Let's be
7,
clear.
haven't we? We've got 7
Yeah.
here. haven't
Let's
we?
have a
I
look
think
at
so.
Sullivan's sheet and let's pull up the rulebook. So,
So I'm at 10 with an automatic aim to the head.
yeah, with an
That's
automatic
great.
aim to the head, yeah. Right. What page am I going to find this in the book?
Fat man.
Yeah, the fat man.
I have,
I got it. Page 106.
Page
Yeah,
100.
I have no issue meta in it with if someone's got better stats than me, but that's
What we can do is we can narrate some ways that you line up the perfect shot for it. We can do that with some skill rolls, and then yeah, you can get a shot at its face. So a fat man is right. Let's add this weapons,
and we're using dim glow as the
and we need to add this twice. So
ease, I think is what we said, aren't we?
yeah, I believe you're going to
Bait. That's
bait.
the word I was looking for. I just couldn't think of it.
fat man. Quantity
But then I've only
1,
got in
weight
4. You can't blame me.
31.
So
Cost is worth 512 caps. The rarity is 4. Okay, so that's it on that part of your character sheet. Now, we need to add to your ammo a mini nuke. Oh, what's the stats for a mini nuke? We've got 1 anyway. That's alright. We don't need. We've got it there. So now we go to core, and we go to your weapons. And
imagine
this is
if
the
we
fun
miss.
part.
We've just got to outrun
Batman.
the slowest then, haven't we?
Big
if we miss?
guns, and it's endurance for big guns, isn't it?
If we spend 7 AP and miss all of the shots needed,
It will be the
then
funniest thing.
we
that's
may
ever
deserve a failure here.
happened. Yeah. In 35 years of doing this, that'll be the funniest thing that's ever happened. But I've seen these things happen. They do
Yeah.
happen.
Yesterday, my session, I spent as an overseer, I spent 10 AP in total, and I missed twice.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell us that.
I missed
We,
twice.
we need good vibes. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And the range on it is medium.
It's Atom's fault if it all
So that
goes
is
wrong.
added to your character sheet, Adrian. You'll see that there now. It's got your target number of 10 because of your skills attached to it.
Excellent.
It's a tagged skill for you as well. Endurance.
It is,
Or
right.
big guns, sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. So we have a fat man on your character sheet now. I guess the closest place to go would be the closest bank of the Charles River, so that would be here.
21 damage.
There's
21.
no
21
theme
damage
here,
would be
yes.
vicious.
Yes, we'll ask around looking for a location.
That's Swan's Pond, if I remember correctly. Do you want to take on Swan instead?
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
a
no,
super
no.
mutant. We're not gonna feed it.
Swan is a super mutant behemoth. The closest place for Mirelurks would be
Yeah.
here.
We stay out of that area.
Yeah, let's not get too cocky.
We're not doing travel rules
Yeah.
again. I'll let
Are
you just
those
get there.
are those the crawdad, the crawfish creatures?
Mirelurks, yeah,
What?
they're like crab-like thing, giant crabs. Yes.
No, I know those. There's another
Behemoths?
from. Well, no, from Fallout 4. There's a swampy area with a boat. Oh, they're like crawdads. Oh, they were so tough. I can't remember. What
crawlers. They're fog
Oh.
crawlers.
horrible.
Oh, you mean Far Harbor? No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Far Harbor.
The fog crawlers? No. Those are not those.
So, as much as you
Different.
saw Solomon sad, suddenly he feels quite happy with what he's got in his arm.
Batman. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
feel happy as well when I get to spread the division.
Right, guys, I've got us a nice riverbank map. You have been moved to it, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay. And you really want to go for a Mirelurk Queen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
Last chance.
I'm pulling them
What
up.
I feel like
pulling
that was.
Pulling one up.
As my other saying says, go big or go home.
I'm pulling them up on screen. You are
Let's
going
go
big
home.
or going home. Okay, so I'm getting them up on screen.
I don't know,
And
how big can it be?
I'll let you decide what kind of what. Tell me, and we'll just narrate it. What did you do to line up the perfect shot? You're saying you're going to use Dimglow as bait, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
approve of this.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll get a nice high vantage point that's quite safe. That's gross.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'll be on top of this hut. Well, we'll check it for safety first to make sure it's not going to break. We'll get him to just wake it up, do the little bit of casual fishing type thing, and then as soon as we notice anything like movement in the water, we'll get him to run.
Don't worry. It'll make itself apparent.
Okay, I'm thinking if he runs in a straight line towards me, I should have a bullseye shot straight in the face.
Well, I'll just be throwing rocks in the river like Merry and Pippin in front of Moria.
Just carrying on nice and casual, like, you know. What could be in this water?
What could be here?
And Matrix 9 starts playing the Captain Cosmos theme. Come out, foul alien and creature.
Okay, position everybody where they'll be on the map then when it comes out. And I suppose we should do zones. We should zone
Are
it.
you gonna establish zones?
That's what
Yeah,
he's
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do need to know which zone it is, because Batman is a blast and I don't want to be... Well, actually, Dimglow does want to be united.
how's
with
that?
Atom, but not this way.
We'll see that the river's another split.
You don't want to be divided like this. Or Dimglow is gonna have a very, very fulfilling end.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna take a flanking position. I think.
We probably should have used the robot as bait because we could just build another one.
Hey, if I'm destroyed, I'm pretty sure you can't rebuild me as I am now. I would just be a standard
he's unique.
protector.
He's
We don't
special.
have the technology.
It would not be a player character anymore.
No.
Okay, I got that $6 million.
So please,
By the way, was that you, David?
do not let me die. Thank you.
I didn't.
Of course, it was the reverse of the of the Steve Austin. In $6 million man is that we have the technology.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
reversed it. I like it.
Would everybody
Sounds
like
good.
to put their initiatives up? We have
Let's
do it.
we have Solomon and Brother Dimglows already.
Mhm.
If everybody else could get theirs up.
I have to ask my colleagues if I'm in a flanking position and I, by sheer chance, get a nice initiative here.
Initiative's not a roll. Initiative's static. You've got the same. Initiative is your perception plus agility.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
so
static.
I was thinking that's lucky. I've rolled 14 again.
No, it's static, mate. It's static.
I didn't realize.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh.
Now, how the combat's going to work, although the Mire Clerk would normally go first, because you're baiting it, I'm going to let you go first with your shot, Solomon, and then combat's going to start. So, what's going to happen is Solomon's going to get a shot, and then it'll be a Mirelurk's turn, then the Mirelurk Queen's turn, then it'll be Solomon, Matrix, Mac, Brother Dimglow. Okay?
Okay.
So because you've used the bait, it's not looking at you, it doesn't see you, Solomon, and it's not attacking. It thinks it's being clever and it thinks Dimglow hasn't seen it and it's tracking him and it's sneaking up on him, ready to pounce. Doesn't see you with this big shoulder mounted mini nuke launching thing. Now, it's what remind me what the name of that effect is that it gets, this weapon? It's not blast, is it?
Blast?
Oh, it does have
Let me
blast.
see.
So blast hits everything in a zone, remember. So you kind of want to wait until he's out of the zone before you shoot it.
So, it's got blast,
It's vicious, blast,
inaccurate.
and breaking.
Remind me, I've known these
Two-handed.
people for a day and a half.
Yeah, 2 days.
It's not much of a bond, is it?
Breaking, radioactive, and vicious.
Breaking, radioactive, and vicious.
But keep in mind, you know our friend here much longer than 2 days.
Also, keep in mind that radioactive damage, the fact that the radioactive isn't going to hurt a Mirelurk Queen, they are immune to radiation. So it also means that your meat's not going to be irradiated when you hit it with a nuke.
I assume it would just land.
Did you say it doesn't have blast, David?
No, it's got blast, inaccurate, and two-handed.
Yep.
And effects are breaking, radioactive, and vicious.
I don't know what breaking even does. I think it
breaking.
Is it
let me
breaks
check.
armor
I
or
believe
something?
It ignores armor, yeah.
Piercing ignores armor. I think breaking wrecks it. Like smashes
I
armor.
believe so too. Let me check. So, effects. Breaking. For each effect rolled, reduce the number of covered dice. So,
So
when it's
it
in
breaks cover.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, because of your clever baiting with Brother Dimglow and everybody hiding before you did, I should have actually got you to do a sneak roll, but it doesn't matter. We're pushed for time. Because of that, you're gonna get. It's not in cover, so you're not gonna need that anyway. Solomon, you've got a nice shot on it. You've got some height, some elevation, so you're almost at equal height. This thing's like 15 feet tall, by the way. But what I would say is that the blast damage means that everything in the zone, so if it's here when you shoot it, or if it's in here when you shoot it, everything in that zone is going to take 22 dice worth of damage. So you might want to wait until he gets a different zone before you do it. Just saying.
So I am in the same zone as the.
Well,
Mirelurk.
no, you're not. But as it moves to here, you will be. So as it moves to there, you might want to do that.
Okay, but. Oh yeah, he needs to get it to a medium range.
You need to get to medium range, yeah. But that is medium range. As soon as it goes off out the river, it's medium range. So I'll allow it because of the setup. Because you came here hunting this Mirelurk, and you knew it was here. I'll allow you to get over the line.
Okay, that's great.
Just before the Mirelurk goes to attack, and now would be Solomon's chance to strike. So, Solomon, are you spending any action points on this?
All of them, I think.
So you can spend up to 6. You can't spend 7 straight away. You can spend 6. So you go down to 1.
Spending 6 will give me 3 extra dice, won't it?
Yes, it gives you 3
spend
extra
6.
dice, the maximum. So you'll be rolling 5 dice here, the maximum.
Yeah, I think that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Difficulty is 2. Are you shooting at its face, which is its weak spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Difficulty is 2.
So if I go
And if I recall, Solomon specializes in headshots.
Yes,
exactly.
But it's an inaccurate weapon, so you don't get the benefits of aim, which is the reroll. You can't get the benefits of a reroll on an inaccurate weapon. You can still pick out a body part though.
Okay. So yeah, I'll.
Now wait a second. Wait a second.
Okay.
You're shooting its face. You don't increase the difficulty for that. It's only a 1 for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me have a look at something on its sheet before you take that shot.
What do
automatically says difficulty
It says difficulty 2
Yeah.
if aiming at the face, but your VATS bypasses that, so it is only difficulty 1 for you. Yeah, your VATS
Yeah.
bypasses that.
Is it
Yeah,
worth? I suppose if I spend the extra dice, even if I generate extra successes,
You're
I can
gonna
automatically
generate-
then
you're
I,
gonna
I
generate
can
more
automatically
dice.
just turn that into extra damage anyway, isn't it? Because the pool's going to go at the end of the session.
No, you can only
Doesn't
use extra
carry out.
damage on melee and throwing weapons. Like you can only use action points for melee
Oh,
and
mate.
thingy damage.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
But
Alright.
still, you'll have action points for something else.
Okay, I'll just spend it anyway then.
Right. Let's see if you get 2 successes first of all. No, one.
So-
One. You only need 1. Because of
I
that.
mean, one.
Yeah, because it's a Vault Dweller taking the shot, you only need 1. Oh my days, that's 3.
Surely
4.
he'll get
That's
1.
4.
There's a 1. There's
That's
2.
4. So you're back
4.
up 3 action points to 4. You hit it in the face. So we have to picture this. So it's got this massive shoulder-mounted thing, and it shoots this. The mini nuke is this size. It's slow motion because of that, and it just goes right into the face of the Mirelurk Queen. And
Like
here's
a whistle.
like a whistle. Here's the fun part, Adrian. Roll damage. I've never seen this before. This is going to be fun.
Solomon, what did you do on the roof of that little structure to actually get his attention? To turn his head, his vulnerable.
Oh, you got to make
maw?
him face you, yeah. So describe how you get
Yeah,
him to
what
look
did
at
you do? Yeah, what did you do to get his maw? Right, it's doing the
Okay,
crab thing.
But before the damage goes, we're sort of like, I'm like, all you got to do, brother Dimglow, is run towards me. As soon as it comes, run towards me. Just focus on me.
Okay,
And I
here.
see this face like this running towards me, going. As I'm like, I hope this works. So breathe, hold my breath, steady, and just
Yep.
go for the face.
Hold down left alt to hold your breath.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exhale when you pull the trigger.
Now
Okay.
for the fun part. Let me see all those damage dice, Adrian.
what
I'm
this
excited for this.
Have I broke it yet?
15
15.
with
If you-
how many
I see
vicious?
6
1,
Wait.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 and 8. It's only 23. That's not even half its hit points, boys.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're fucked.
That is not
luck-
even
hold on,
half
hold on.
its hit
Luck
points, boys.
to
Can I-
roll,
can I-
roll,
can I-
re-roll some of the damage.
Yeah, can I spend luck or anything to do anything?
You can
with them?
spend luck to reroll up to 3 of them, I think.
Okay.
Up to 3.
There's 6 blank ones, so re-roll those.
So you could spend 2 luck and reroll 6 of them.
Okay. So if I just spend 3 rolls.
If you
6
do,
dice.
yeah, if you do the roll additional combat dice,
Just-
spend 2 luck
just
and you can add 6 dice there. That was less than half its hit points, boys.
And I'm putting a 6 in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 damage dice.
Did that work?
Just roll 6 damage dice.
That didn't work, did it? Okay, I'll
Nah,
do it off. I'll do
yeah,
it.
just
I'll
roll
do it.
6
I'll-
damage dice.
Yeah,
You press
I'll
it
do it.
in the top left of your
Right.
character sheet.
It's alright. Yeah, I'll just do it direct off the couch.
Good luck. Okay, well, I'm ignoring that second one. It was the
That
first
doesn't
one.
look right.
Yeah, no, it's done an extra thing there, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 vicious, so it's another 6 damage. You've got at least you've got it down to less than half hit points now, boys. Now it's his turn.
Okay.
Who's gonna die
God.
today? Right, okay.
We needed 2 of these.
Mirelurk
Yeah,
Queen.
we did.
Let me just read its skills, because maybe I can be a kind GM. Once per round, the GM.
we
can-
made this decision.
I don't have 4 action points. I can't do that. Okay, aggressive.
Live
So the
by the
Mirelurk
nuke,
is-
die by the nuke.
Mirelurk is Queen action when it says it's pre. When the Mirelurk Queen enters our scene, immediately generate 1 action point. Oh, okay, so I get an action point just for having a Mirelurk Queen. Cool. Okay, so it's gonna have to attack someday. I'm gonna.
I am the target.
Nah, I'm gonna roll a dice. Because somebody's probably gonna die here, so I'm gonna leave it to fate. So, let's go clockwise. Solomon is 1. Matrix is 2. Mac is 3. Brother Dimglow is 4. I'm gonna leave it to fate, boys, because somebody's gonna die today. Brother Dimglow.
I have the
Let me
the most chance. Of
let me see.
surviving,
Let me
so-
see what its least deadly attack is. Right, the acid spray is, I think, less deadly. It does radioactive damage, but you like that, so
I like that.
yeah. And it's piercing but not vicious, whereas the pincers is vicious. I'm gonna do the acid spray on you.
Sounds great.
I'm not gonna spend any additional dice.
It
That's
might
one
miss.
success.
Okay.
Okay, so he hits you in this body part. That's one of the legs, I believe.
Yeah.
You don't need
I
legs.
remember these things from the
You don't
game
need
now,
legs,
where
do
it
ya?
just goes, where it just vomits. Bleh.
So it takes 6 piercing radioactive damage to the leg.
Okay, so that's only. Well, it's piercing, so you ignore my.
It's piercing,
range
so it ignores
resistance.
armor resistance.
Okay, so I take 6 damage.
That's a crippled leg. So you fall prone.
So what are we saying cinematically? Do we just see Brother Dimglow's leg melt?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and
pretty
and
much.
falls?
Yeah. And he falls over, he goes prone. He's not dead, I don't believe.
Well, right, but my question is he in
The
ecstasy?
leg is not gone.
The leg
Well,
is
right,
not
but
gone.
is he in ecstasy as he's being radioactive?
I don't think it's the radiation that's causing it. I think
it-
it's the melting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take 6
Yeah.
piercing, 1 radioactive damage. Are you still alive, Dimglow?
I'm still alive, luckily enough, but I'm
right.
on the
Okay.
ground.
Like it.
So, it's now all of you before it goes again. Here's your chance to run away, boys. Are you going to?
Run away? Never. Not well, Brother Dimglow needs us.
Well, Dimglow can... Well, what do you have to do before you can move, Dimglow? You've got to at least spend some action points, don't you?
Well, who's up?
I need
Who's
to
up
get up.
next? Who's
Yeah,
up
who's up
next?
Get up,
Is
and
it,
I need to
Solomon?
use
It's
major
Solomon is
actions to
next.
move.
Okay, well, we'll decide one at a time if you're running away. Solomon, are you running away, or are you going to do anything else?
I'm gonna shoot it in the face with my shotgun.
Okay, it looks very injured. It's very injured.
Because I the way I figure it, I can't carry Dimglow out. He's not gonna run out because he's got a leg missing.
He's
Yeah.
a big boy, by the way. I just haven't mentioned it. He's quite
So,
overweight.
there's a good chance he might be able to sort of like hit him with his baseball bat before he goes. So I'm gonna shoot this thing in the face with my shotgun.
Okay.
I think all of us together can take it.
So is that still on big guns, the shotgun, or is it on small guns?
Small guns.
Oh, good. That's exactly what I wanted you to say.
Yeah,
Griffin, I
small
assume
Uh,
that's
and
the
we've got-
Matrix 9 inspiration in action right there.
And we're on 4 dice. Shall I
You're on
spend
4.
3 dice? Shall I spend 3 action points
To
to
roll
hopefully
2 extra
generate?
dice.
Yeah, I would say
generate some
go
extras,
ahead
yeah?
and do so.
Yes.
Do what you got. You're up
Shoot.
next. You do it.
Yep, 3 action points buys you 2 dice.
Okay, so I'm going to double barrel shotgun, not going to gun bash.
What
That
range
would
is
be
your
great.
shotgun?
All of the ranges.
It's short, I think, so you needed... Well, you're shooting in his
But-
face, so it's normally a 1, but you're a step away, so you should be, so it increases it to a 2, so you gain 1 action point,
Okay.
so you're up to 2, and you may roll damage.
He got 2 successes.
Can
All
I
right.
spend? Can I spend any luck to
No, just
reroll
one.
that 19?
You could spend a luck to reroll a 19 if you want, yeah.
Yeah. I want to spend a luck
Okay.
to reroll that 19 then.
That was only 1 success, so 2 and a 6.
No, he
It's 2.
He needed 2
He
successes.
needed 2 successes, and he got 3, so he's gained an action point.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Because he's using a shotgun from
Okay.
another zone.
Yeah.
The 15. Okay.
He's 1 zone
gotcha.
away.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
No, that's miss. His
Oh,
target
one
is
out.
11. His target's 11.
No?
Yeah,
Unlucky.
yeah. Missed out. that's
Okay,
annoying.
you may roll damage though.
Okay.
You don't see
And-
its health bar, do you?
No.
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 The viewers do. The viewers can see its health bar.
What's the rate of fire on my shotgun?
I don't think it has
Can
one.
I spend? Oh, it hasn't got one. Can I spend
Oh,
extra
well, I don't
ammo?
know. Check. It'll say on your sheet what it is.
If you look at the bottom,
Yeah, it
it
says rate of
says
fire
fire rate.
0.
Yeah,
So
it's
that
not
means
bad.
Really?
I can't.
Okay.
I
That means you
I
can't spend
any
ammo, yeah.
Right. Okay. Where went the damage roll? Roll damage. Additional dice 0. Submit. It's not rolling it.
It's not rolling.
No, I'll just do the 11. No, that's because it says no damage on the double barrel shotgun on the character sheet.
Oh, somebody. Oh, we're gonna have to quickly look what a double barrel shotgun does. I'm in small gun. I'm in big guns, so I'm not far away from small guns. 2 seconds.
Mine says damage 5.
5.
Okay.
Okay, so add 5 damage to that bit and then roll again.
I'll just. Can I do 5 on here?
You can't just do 5 on there, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 5 on
Yeah,
there.
it's 5 on a double barrel shotgun. That's 2.
Nice.
You know what I forgot to check before? It's resistance, actually. I did all that damage without checking its reduction. It's got 2 reduction only on the face, actually. So I need to add 2 more hit points back to it.
Oh, good.
And it reduces 2, so it doesn't take any of that damage.
Can I spend any luck to re-roll any of these or not?
Yeah, you can spend 1 luck to reroll 3 of them.
Oh, that's lucky. I'll just do that on here then.
Now your first 2 have been soaked, but everything else that hits now does damage, so that does 1 damage. Okay. Matrix. Unless you're spending 2 action points to take another shot.
Would it make sense? It might generate.
You're already
No,
you
you wouldn't generate anything.
You're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to be
you
at
won't,
difficulty 2. You're
Yeah,
going to be at
yeah.
difficulty 3 to hit it.
Three's going to be too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. You
So
guys
we
kill it.
evacuate
I'm not
points.
saying you should run away, but you should run away.
I've got no run left.
Oh, it's Matrix's turn.
Matrix is going to aim, use the aim minor action, and is going to use his cryojet. The cryojet is likely, hopefully, what will save us. We have 2 AP. I'm going to spend both. What would that get me if I spend both?
What are you spending them
Dice.
on? One
My
dice.
cryojet.
One dice by one action point buys you another dice. It would cost you another 2 to buy the second one, so you need 3 to buy 2
Or maybe
dice.
for the. Yeah. Okay. So,
So you
never
can
mind.
buy 1.
So just one of them.
Okay.
Alright, I will spend 1 additional die with the aim minor action, so I can reroll one of these. Difficulty 2 from this
2 if
zone.
you're aiming at his face. Well, are you aiming at his face?
No.
No, so it's just difficulty 2.
Okay.
That's 1 success with a complication.
I will go ahead and roll luck. Or
Okay,
use
spending
my
luck for the complication. Okay.
and I have my reroll already, so let's go ahead and see. So what do? I do energy weapons perception. I have my aim minor action. Is what I'm saying.
I wasn't expecting a TPK tonight. This is a treat.
Oh my god, it was almost a 1. Fuck. All right, that was my aim. So this is my luck now. Yes. Okay. So I hit.
Okay, so you hit.
2 successes.
But this is not in the face. This is on where he's got the lots of damage reduction. Okay. Well, no, this is random. This is random. You still randomly roll
Yep.
the body part, don't you? Could still hit
Yep.
the face.
Let's go ahead and roll that then, right now. Rub my eye, sorry.
What is the face? Is it a 1?
1 and 2.
Ooh, 5.
Okay, so you hit him in the body.
That's fine. Damage isn't necessarily what I'm looking for. It is the effects. I'm gonna spend all my ammo, fire rate 3. Cryo action!
Well, you've got some effects on that. That's got burst, but burst is for hitting other enemies. There's no other enemies here. So
Yes.
you've got 8 with the freeze
Freeze.
effect. What does the freeze effect do?
I gotta get it. It's like the... Was it endurance or
Oh,
reach?
give me a body part first, because he reduces a lot of damage. by
It was
way.
the body. It was the body.
Oh, so it was, yeah. So he reduces... Is this energy damage?
Yes.
You're not going to like this. It reduces 7,
Oof. That hurts.
doesn't it? You do 1 damage.
Alright, let's...
One's better than none.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it absorbs it. is what I'm hearing you saying.
Soaks it up with his tough shell, basically.
Oh my god.
Okay, enemies hit by this attack will be frozen if the number of effects rolled are equal to or more than half the target's endurance.
Target doesn't
Or
have
half
an
the target's
endurance. It has body in
body.
mind. Body is 12, so half is 6. Did you roll 6
2,
effects?
3, 4. I'm gonna spend another luck point to reroll.
To roll,
Some of
to
those.
reroll your 1 and your 2 and your 2 damage things. Okay.
Yep.
Because you're wanting the effects rather than the damage. Okay.
Yeah, well,
I see
we'll
what
see.
you're doing. I see what you're doing. Still say you should run away.
Come on, Gryphon.
So it's 3 damage die I can reroll.
Yes. So
Okay,
this
so I'm
should be
re-rolling
re-rolling the non-faces
blank. Yeah.
for 3 blanks. So your
Kidding
damage.
me.
So you actually just lost damage. Your damage number goes down. So
Yep.
you don't.
Okay.
Actually,
Yep.
None of that damage gets through. Okay. It's Mac's turn. Now, we've only got Mac and then Brother Dimglow, and then it would be the Mirelurk again. Mac, if you want to try and encourage everybody to run away, if you can make like a luck endurance roll, I'll give you all a chance to get away from it. I'm giving you an extra
Alright.
chance to get away from it here.
I'm gonna,
That's
I'm
only
definitely
if-
gonna play the character.
Only if everybody agrees to run away, though, because otherwise it's...
I'll tell you now, Matrix 9 does not run away from a fight.
Are you not going to run away? Right, it would be wasted to do
He has
it
never
then.
run away from any fight, ever.
Okay.
He is Matrix
All
9.
right, I'm gonna continue to use
This
the
isn't a
excuse
human
that
being. He doesn't have that sort of logic.
That's
True,
true.
true.
I'm gonna continue to use the excuse that I'm learning this game.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for me to fire my double barrel shotgun, whatever those results are, and then hightail my ass out of there
And
and
then
run?
move, yeah.
True to character.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you take a shot and then disappear if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And sorry, everybody on the
Okay,
stream.
I'll let
I'm
you do
gonna
that.
play the character.
You're
I'm
alright.
gonna play the character.
I'm gonna just mute my microphone and nip it off screen for a second, but I can still hear you, so go ahead.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. So I'm gonna go to, let's see, core. I'm gonna go to my double barrel shotgun. I am going to click on it. How many? Oh goodness, we've only got one more action. I'm gonna buy one more dice, guys, if that's okay.
Feel free.
Yeah. Spend
Well, I could
everything.
use them to escape because I need a major action to move.
How do I know
injured leg.
what's my difficulty to hit this thing?
One.
Well, I'm in a separate zone.
2.
So Oliver, would I have enough? I could obviously step into his zone. Let's say I played a character. Mac is a ridiculously loyal but foolhardy, character. He steps into the zone of this thing.
Yeah, I don't mind
I
killing
bought
you,
an
man.
additional dice.
Don't worry about me.
I bought an additional dice.
Mm-hmm.
What's my target for this? Is it 1 die, 1 success, or is it 2?
Are you shooting? Well, are you aiming for his face or just a regular random shot?
I think I'm doing a random shot, and I'm
Okay.
hoping I roll face.
Difficulty's 1 then.
Okay, I got an extra dice. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to hit submit. Here we go. I didn't check to see what my target was.
1 success. Okay, you may roll. You may roll. No, that's fine. You've hit him. You may roll a body part, and if you get lucky here and roll a 1 or 2, then you hit him in the face.
All right. I want to know, can I use a luck roll to try to get an additional... Will an additional success help me? Other than giving a...
Just going to give
an
an action.
AP.
Just going to give an action point.
Okay. So, is it possible to use a luck point on the location? Just asking.
I'll let you spend a luck point to just pick the head. Actually, that's a good use of a luck point because
I like that.
you can change a detail in a scene with a luck point. So I'll say I'll let you turn that success into a hit on the face, a random hit on the face.
There
you
we
can
go.
spend a
I
luck
just
point and
did
you
it.
can hit him in the face. Okay.
You know what? If you told me I needed to spend 2 luck points. I would
Just
have
a
loved it.
retrospective something then. Couldn't
Yep.
Matrix have done that as well?
Oh,
Too late now.
I suppose he could. I suppose he could have. Yeah, which kind of.
How about I
It's okay.
spend 2 luck
I'm not
points to
upset.
get the headshot? I'm cool with that. Does it matter at this point?
I'll let you. Well, you can spend. What you can do is you can spend a luck to re-roll one of your dice, and if you get 2 successes, then we can say you hit him in the head. That's fair.
All right. So let me
That's
do.
fair.
Let's do the.
Spend a
Let's
luck
do the
point to re-roll
location.
one of your d20s.
Yeah. Let's do the location and see what happens. Right. Okay. Here we go.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I can't see it.
That's
It's
an
in the
arm.
way.
That's one of its legs.
Fuck. All right. So if I use a luck point there, will you let me re-roll the location?
You can. Not the location. You can't re-roll the location. No. But if you re-roll one of your failures into a success, that becomes 2 successes, and 2 successes is what it takes to aim for his face. So I'll let you hit him in the face if you can get another success with your attack.
Gotcha.
That's fair, isn't
So I'm
it?
gonna go. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go back down to double barrel shotgun. I only have 2 shots in that thing anyway. I can't get an additional dice at this point. This is
No. This is
right?
you. This is you rolling a re-roll.
Here we
You're
go.
spending luck to re-roll, and you can only re-roll one of them.
Oh!
They were both successes, though, right? So you have hit him in the face, so you can roll damage on his
Okay.
face.
All right, here we go.
And this is where he has lower damage reduction. He only has 2 here. She only has 2 here, so
Come on, buddy. Oh, I can get additional dice here, but we
No,
got one
no.
more.
You can spend
No?
if your gun has a fire rate, you can get additional dice here, but your shotgun doesn't.
No. All right, and no luck here. Okay.
Luck can re-roll up to 3 damage dice, but that's a good roll. You don't want to re-roll them. That's gonna actually
Yeah.
hit him for 5. That 5 damage of that goes through.
Plus vicious.
Oh, 5 plus vicious, so 6 goes through.
Nice.
Yeah, 6 goes through. So he's down to 16 hit points. She's down to 16 hit points.
We can do this, guys. She only has 1 action per turn.
I don't know that as Mac Aver'age, and I start turning around like in a bad horror movie and running frantically.
You would have to
away.
spend the action point that's there because you've already moved. To move again, you're going to have to spend an action point. There's only one.
I would be draining my friend's action point to do this.
That would be the last action
I'll
point.
do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Because it's Mac Aver'age.
Brother Dimglow.
Yeah.
Not the he's right when he's running away. He's going, not the face, not the face. 'Cause he's-
Right, this is interesting. What's Dimglow going to do?
I'll be using my minor action to get up because I fell prone,
Yep.
and since my leg is injured, I'll be needing to use my major action to move,
Yes.
and I'm moving out of the
You're
zone.
getting out of the zone, right? Okay. It's the Mirelurk Queen's turn. Now, the Mirelurk Queen has 2 targets. So I'm going to roll a 1d. I'm just going to roll any old dice, and evens, it's the robot. Odds, it's the human. I can't look.
Can I? Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, can you what?
I was going to say, can I spend a luck point to grab the robot and shove him out the way?
Well, we're at the start of a new turn. What you can do is spend a luck point to move up in the initiative, so you could spend a luck point and act before the Mirelurk Queen if you wanted.
I would say do that and target her again.
It's still got 1 million more hit points, though, hasn't it?
Only 16. Only 16.
Only 16
is-
to go.
Yeah, 16
Yeah.
to go.
That is not a lot.
16 is fucking. I've only got 5 dice.
I believe in you.
Right. Well, basically, if we don't carry on fighting, the other 2 aren't going to get away. So you're right. I'm going to stay and fight.
So you're going to spend a luck point to act before her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a luck point to act before her. We haven't got any dice left.
You've got no action points left.
Because someone spent them all.
I've got 1.
Thanks to some asshole.
Right. Right. Let's just. What could go wrong?
That's 2
That's 2
successes, my
Oh.
friend.
So that is good.
And you
That's-
only need 1 to hit her in the face, so you actually gain an action point.
So I've gained an action for Matrix.
And, yeah, you may roll damage. You've hit her in the face, and this is where she's only got 2 damage reduction.
Yeah, I still haven't got any. My damage still isn't set up for the face, is it? Come on, something big. Go big or go
That is
home.
5.
5.
She
So
takes
it's only
3 of
3.
that. So she has 13 hit
And
points
double barrel
left.
shotgun should have vicious. So
Should it have
actually,
vicious? So she takes another 1.
Yeah, just like Mac.
It should have vicious.
Did you
yeah.
have vicious on your last shot? Hold on. We should
Mac
probably
did.
take that.
Mac's vicious counted. So let's have a look. You hit her with a shotgun earlier, didn't you? No, you
Yeah.
didn't. Did you?
I did. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
And you got 3 successes and.
Was any of them
What was it?
vicious?
2 of them were vicious.
So she's actually down to 10 hit points. It's her turn though. Right, because you went and acted before her, I'm gonna
Every
roll,
hit point counts.
I'm gonna roll the dice again, Adrian. So she was gonna attack you, but you've changed things up in the initiative. I'm now gonna roll that dice again. So odds
Okay.
it's the human, even it's the robot. It's the human.
I can take it.
I'll let the faith of the dice decide. Right, okay, so what's
Don't
our,
forget to come back and get my pit boy, guys.
I'm gonna do our weakest attack, and I'm not gonna use any I'm not gonna use any action points. I'm gonna try my best to not let you die here. Gain an action point.
17. See, it's so hard for her to miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, melee body? How's it melee?
Because it is. They only have
Okay.
melee guns and other creatures. They only have melee guns or other, so all attacks are done
Wanna
on
be
melee.
other?
Nah, it does go on melee. I have built the sheet correctly. Like, trust me.
Okay. No, that's just strange.
Oh, that's a lucky roll for
It's
you,
only
Adrian.
4? Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're fine.
That's 4
I can
with
take that all day.
4
I
with
can take
piercing
that
1,
all
so it
day.
ignores up to 2. It ignores up to 2 damage reduction
Yeah.
because of piercing, and it hits
More
this body
HP?
part.
God,
It
I
hits
could
one
have
of-
taken that
hits
damage.
one of your arms, and it ignores.
No, I think Mac Aver'age could have taken that.
It hits one of your arms. It ignores 2 armor, and it does 4 physical damage and 2 radioactive damage.
So I get my toughness off that, which is 1.
Nice.
So I'm going to take 5. I'm going to take 3 damage, and then another 4 radioactive. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So you.
No.
So you've
It's-
got a 3. No. What's your damage reduction on your arm? It's 3 or
3.
2. You've 3. So
3. I'm going
Uh,
to take 1,
so
so I get rid of 1.
yeah.
take
No.
1.
But it ignores 2.
Yeah.
It ignores 2 armor. So
Oh, and then I take the 3 off what's left of it.
yeah.
So I go that way around. Yeah.
Right, aye. So it's 4 damage and it ignores 2 of your armor. So you've actually
I'm
only got
taking
so
2.
you've got 1 armor. So
Yeah.
you take 3 damage and 3 radioactive. No, yeah, 3 radioactive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
6.
I was really hoping it would hit me instead.
Right, you've
That's
survived it though. You've survived it.
That's
Now
fine.
you've already took your turn, so we moved down to Matrix. You might just survive this, guys.
Matrix is going to.
She has
I do
10
not
hit
have-
points. You might just do it.
I'm going to aim once more with my minor action and use the AP we have. What's
Yeah,
the
use it.
difficulty?
Difficulty hit her face is 2.
Okay.
You have 1 action point. Are you spending it?
And I have 3 luck points left. I'm just jotting that down. Yep.
Do
An
it,
action
Gryphon.
point.
That's 1
Oh,
success.
is that a 3?
Okay, so we're gonna spend a luck point.
Reroll one of them. Okay.
Yep.
That was
Ener-
1 success, right?
If you guys
Perception.
take down this Mirelurk Queen, I'll be very impressed.
No.
Oh.
No.
Fuck. Wait, I have my aim. Fuck.
You have
Okay,
your aim.
nope,
you get a
we're still
free.
good.
You get a free
One more, hold on,
reroll. So
hold
that
on.
was your first reroll. This
Yes!
is the luck.
Oh my god.
That's 2
Holy shit.
successes. You can hit her in the
Oh
face.
my god.
Come on.
Got it.
Come on.
Breathe.
Come
We have 1 AP lack. Okay. All right. Yes.
Is
I'm
this the
hitting her in
cryo cannons
face.
again? Is it?
Yep. And this
By the
time,
way,
once
by the way,
again.
Mac Raj has no part in this. He's literally running for his life the other way. I'm sure you guys will cut me out of the loot.
That's 3
Hey,
successes.
I don't blame you.
Oh wait, you've rolled the wrong thing. You're supposed to
Wait,
be rolling
sorry.
damage.
Yes.
Yeah, unlucky. That's
damn.
what a waste of a very nice roll. You got 6 successes.
Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, roll damage. There we go. Fire rate 3.
He's spending it.
Yep,
Ooh,
spend all that ammo.
That is
Oh,
I
that's
like
easy.
that
Hold on.
roll.
6 damage. So 4 of that hits, and you
She's down to like 3 hit points, something like that now, isn't it?
4 of that damage goes through. She's down to 6 hit points. Unfortunately, she doesn't freeze. You needed 6 effects to freeze her.
Bring her down.
5 doesn't.
She's
quite do
almost
it.
dead.
Mac, Aver'age, you're just running, right?
Again, this is whenever you do role-playing games, you struggle with these things, and I think it's better for the narrative for me to stick with what he was doing. I don't think he even sees the really awesome. I think he just is booking it.
Well, I'm happy to say.
He's like Indiana Jones running from the boulder.
So you survive. You're out of the combat. You survived the Mirelurk encounter, but unless you decide
Audience,
to come back.
please don't hate me. Please don't hate me.
No, it's
audience.
okay.
I'm just playing the character.
So it's Brother Dimglow.
Mac,
next.
however, may not be invited to the next adventure. You may have to roll someone else.
Right.
Brother Dimglow.
Now that Dimglow is somewhat safe, he'll try a first aid action to mend his broken leg.
Okay.
And that's a difficulty 2 because I do it on myself.
2
I
because you're
believe.
doing it on yourself. Yes. Have you got any action points? No, there's none.
Nope.
We have one. I
No.
generated one, remember?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, with my 2 successes there on
Okay.
my reroll.
Okay,
that's right.
okay.
So
So
one
you've got
more.
one. That's 1 success.
And one more.
Yeah, so you can roll 1 more dice with this action point if you want.
That's intelligence, medicine. There we go.
There you go. That's 2 successes. So you generate an
Perfect.
action point.
See, there we go. That's all we needed.
You successfully do medicine, and I believe you heal 4 hit points because it's your medicine skill that you heal. I believe you that's.
No, I decided to mend my injury.
Oh, you mended the injury instead of healing the
Yeah.
points, right? Okay. And
You
is
can walk.
that it for your turn, or is there anything else?
I use my minor action to take my stim back and ready it.
Okay. Now it's the Mirelurk Queen's turn. So
Top of the order. Yep, I would say.
I'm going to spend luck to.
spending luck to go before her again. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Do you want to go first, Matrix?
No. You have the automatic target head. Go.
You have the easier hit on the head.
Okay.
You have the chance to do much damage.
don't say it like that.
If you bring down this Mirelurk Queen, I'll be so impressed, boys.
Right, I'm gonna spend. We've got one dice, haven't we? So I might as well spend
You've
that.
got 1 eye.
Hopefully, it will generate some extra successes for you. Or crit. A
That's
crit would
1
be nice.
success, but 1's all you need. You may roll damage.
All we need is.
I could spend luck to re-roll one of those dice, can't I?
Can't you also? Are
But-
you not using your minor action to aim?
So, oh yeah, I'm using my minor action to aim at his head.
But all right, yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Double barrel shotgun. It's not inaccurate, is it? So you can
No.
you can get a free re-roll on one of them with your minor action aim. Yeah, you may
Okay.
re-roll one of them for free,
Okay.
and that's a success.
Okay.
So we get one back.
You get an
Okay.
action point back.
All right.
I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for all of us.
You're gonna need it.
on.
You're gonna need it.
Don't say it like that.
Oh, six
Wait,
with
no, hold on.
spread
Hell yeah.
and vicious. So
With
that's
vicious.
9 damage.
You did it. Oh my god.
Adrian,
9? I thought she had 10.
Adrian, you did it.
Yeah, she's.
No, he
six left.
said she had 6 left.
You did it.
Come
Bravo,
on,
and with the
boys.
vicious.
Describe it. Describe. It was double barrel shotgun, right?
Bring it down. I'm like hosing her down
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
cryo.
I can feel her breath right over my face, and I'm just sort of closing my eyes, thinking of my family as I just put the shotgun in its mouth, pull the trigger, expecting not to have any arms left at the end of this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just open my eyes, and I'm like, "Fucking hell, it's dead! It's dead!" I look at
I imagine. I imagine you blow a cavity. I imagine you blow a cavity so large that it actually falls on you, but you
That's so
create a
gross.
hole that it just.
yeah. I look around at Matrix. is
What?
still
What?
there. Yeah.
On-
Everyone's still there.
Solomon, you're alive.
Upon the Mirelurk,
Cosmos.
I'm gonna climb down and clean myself off.
And
And,
okay,
that's your
so
Matrix.
We did it.
Roll
I'll
around
look
in the
around
snow.
I'll look around for Brother Dimglow. Dimglow,
so
your leg, it's healed.
I'll get this
You
out.
work fast, my friend.
I'm going to get this out the way really quickly. So upon the Mirelurk, Queen's death, you find several items and caps among its body and lair. Roll 4d20 for the number of caps that can be found. Someone may roll 4d20 caps.
I'll leave the killer to do that.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
gonna say, it makes sense for the coward to do it, doesn't it?
Oh, to see what he missed out on.
Yeah.
What is it? 40, 20? I'll do
4d20
it.
for caps.
I'll do it.
I feel so bad for Shaemus as a
So
player.
that's
It's okay.
33,
I love it.
30,
I love
36 caps found. Now you may roll
He's had his revenge.
4d20.
I'm not.
Eh,
not
sorry,
gonna get any of that.
4dc, 4 damage dice, somebody. This is for the junk items.
I'll roll it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
4DC.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm gonna need to buy ammo.
No, you're not, because you're going to find some ammo on it as well. You may roll 3d20.
Okay.
Someone else want to roll it?
It says the layer body may contain up to 3 weapons. We're not doing weapons, but we're going to do
Brother
3d20
Dimglow?
for ammo.
I will do the butchering at the end.
Okay. So 3d20. Got it.
Okay, so you find 12 times 38 ammo,
Damn, I was really aiming for shotguns.
14
What type?
times
Oh, sorry.
fusion cell.
Ooh.
Adrian,
Not
don't say I'm no good to you. 7 shotgun shells.
Oh, you are.
Nice.
You are.
Very nice.
Okay, I've got it. all
I don't
written
know
down.
that I deserve any of that. I submit
I
myself.
totally agree.
You have not noticed that it's dead.
I submit myself to your pity and
You,
and
you're gonna see us back in Diamond City and be like,
And now you've got the
Okay,
thing that you
so-
came for, Bimglow. This is what you came for. Scavengers can butcher a dead Mirelurk Queen with a successful endurance and survival test with a difficulty of 0, and this will yield 5 portions of Queen Mirelurk meat.
Well, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Ha.
And I will use 1 additional D20 for this roll.
yes, we had 1 AP.
Okay. And I generate 1 again. So that yields 5 Mirelurk Queen meat, I believe.
Yeah, 5 Queen Mirelurk meat.
Looks like we got what we came for.
You
Thanks
have
to
got
two.
what you came for. So, boys, what's it going to be next?
Can we go home now?
I
Go back.
Matrix
Go
looks
home.
around. Matrix takes the moment and looks around for Mac and goes, Mac, is he injured? Where did he go?
He went back to
Back.
Diamond City.
I probably already
What
made
do
it
you
back
mean?
to Diamond City. You guys show up and I go, I'm already talking to Gwendelyn going, it was horrible. They're all dead.
but in this moment,
I'm-
Matrix 9 is like, he has shown his true colors today.
Yeah,
Let it
Solomon's
be
wondering.
said, never again.
Yeah,
I'm
Solomon's-
actually
He ran
hitting.
when
I'm
you
actually
all
hitting
stood.
on Gwendelyn, trying to get laid while you guys show up with the with the packs of
the
meat.
carcass. I'm again. Should we look for a second one?
Had I had the ammo, I would gladly join you. But no, I need repairs.
Yeah, is Dim Glow all right to? We
There
can
it
help him. We'll sort of carry him and we'll make a
Well, his
thing
leg
for him
is
to-
treated, but any
Okay.
damage and it opens up again.
So
Yeah.
congratulations, you make it back to Diamond City with all the ingredients required to make the best kind of possible pizza. Now, at the end of the scenario, the book suggests 2 ways you can play this. You can either have the PCs defend Samry while she makes pizza, but you're in the safety of Diamond City, so we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is you guys are going to help make the pizza. So,
Okay.
for making the dough, I would like somebody to make me a difficulty 2 agility and survival check.
You get that? I've got. I'm at 7. If I have to.
I'm a
Agility. I have 4
tomato
in
sauce
that.
guy. I'm a tomato sauce kind of guy.
That's next.
Okay, so
Don't
Yes,
spend any
I
luck
mean-
to re-roll anything.
that's fine. Matrix 9 only has 4 on agility. Does anybody have any higher?
Yeah, I'm 7. There's an 8
I'm
there.
8.
Oh, okay.
Don't-
Yo, then
If you fail these, don't spend luck to re-roll them, by the way.
gotcha. So Further dim
do
glow?
we still have an action point? Yeah. I'm going to buy 1d20.
2 successes. Congratulations. Now, somebody can make
I
the
made another dough.
sauce. So you,
I'm a sauce
congratulations.
guy.
You get your wheat and your salt and your all your other ingredients, knead it together, and you make the dough. So our sauce guy, I would like you to make a difficulty 1, strength and survival, for that stirring of the tomatoes to make the sauce.
Right,
I
what-
just say, brother
my
didn't glow again.
strength is 6. My strength is 6, and my survival is 2.
So you need a
You
8.
were banished from the kitchen.
All right, 8.
Yeah, what-
8, and I can't buy dice on this. You said.
You're assuming the guys aren't even
wait.
talking to you after you ran away. You failed.
Oh
So-
shit!
No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't spend any luck or anything, because what
Smack
happens
him.
is Chef Samry is just gonna grab the ladle off you, and she smacks you with the ladle, and she goes, "You fucking potato! That's not how you stir sauce in a Gordon Ramsay-esque rant."
So I was
And
gonna
she
say,
takes it
so
off
she's
you.
Gordon Ramsay.
and she just stirs the sauce. Now, if somebody else would like to shred the cheese, we can have a difficulty 2 agility survival check. This is how we're gonna finish the scenario, boys. Making pizza.
You know what I was doing wrong? I was stirring the sauce this way. That's what I was doing
That's
wrong.
the only thing you've done wrong.
So somebody can make me a difficulty 2 agility survival.
You know, Mac, you're a real piece of work.
Hey!
Auto card. There
I do my best there.
I'm gonna
There's
give you an action
I do my
point for
best,
that.
3PO.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll give you an action point for that. Right, who's rolling for the shredding the cheese? Difficulty 2 agility survival. Let's
I
make
said
this
dim
pizza.
glow. You go ahead. You're muted again, by the way. There you
All
go.
right. I will shred the cheese as well.
Same roll as last time.
Yeah.
And you have
I'm
2 action
going
points
to-
this time.
Yeah, I'm going to use an action point.
See now,
Oh, no.
now, if you'd asked me who was gonna cut the cheese, then I
complication?
would have volunteered for that.
The complication when shredding the cheese is you drop the cheese on the ground and it gets filthy, and Samry is absolutely disgusted, and she takes it off you and she dusts it off and you fucking watermelon! Get away from my cheese! Get out of my kitchen! Now, for preparing the pepperoni, would somebody like to make me a difficulty 2 intelligence survival? And let's see if you can manage to do this bit.
Intelligence survival.
Intelligence
solid.
survival.
You were the killer. You were the
4 in
slayer.
intelligence
Of the,
and 0 in survival.
Yeah, I'm still sat outside the kitchen wondering how do you even make food.
Okay, I guess I just have.
She's
oh,
currently
okay.
borrowing Takahashi's kitchen, actually.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I was
so-
expelled from the kitchen by her, so I can do it.
No, she'll let you try again.
Intelligence.
That's just flavor that she's shouting at you. Like you can just try
Okay,
again.
okay. Then you
Oh.
go.
Okay,
You
because I
have
got
better survival. Doesn't matter what your intelligence is.
intelligence, survival. There we go.
No,
Oh, that's bad.
you get a ladle round the back of the head again. Get out of my kitchen, you fucking,
all three of us.
you,
All three of us have been kicked out.
you fucking cucumber. So one last roll. I will let you attempt
Matrix
one
9
last
is
roll.
so glad he's not cooking.
So now that all
Added
the
all of
ingredients are needed and stirred and chopped, we can have one last attempt at putting it all together, and she's going to let you attempt to make the first pizza.
Should Solomon do it, being as you all?
Yeah.
Solomon, come on.
So Solomon,
Solomon.
give me a difficulty
Solomon.
2 intelligence
What?
survival.
Well, that's a 4. It's not going to happen.
You have 3 action points. You can get an extra 2 dice if you spend all your action points. It's the end of the adventure.
Jesus.
Spend your action points and you may roll an extra 2 dice.
We've all been shamed by her.
Let's see if we can end it on a high note. Let's see if we can put it all together nicely.
Come on, Solomon.
I'm definitely going to shame her.
Come on. Oh, there's a 3.
There's 4 successes.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
So despite the failures of his colleagues and the fumbling in the kitchen of the rest of you, Solomon manages to put everything together nicely, puts it in that oven, and 10 minutes later, Chef Samry pulls that pizza out the oven, and it's this amazing circle of glory. And
Perfect.
she takes a slicer, she cuts it into 8 slices, and you all may have a piece. And this is not just your hunger taken off for the day, but this is the greatest thing you've ever eaten in your whole life in the wasteland. And
I'm sure it tastes great. I don't know.
Gentlemen,
Well, you know, it's a what was it? What are those things called?
Meyerlock.
Meyerlock or Lurk.
Meyerlock.
Meyerlock. It
So,
probably tastes like pizza with sardines.
if the Meyerlock pizza was
I'd
not
imagine
added
yours
to the
tastes a little bit
Sorry.
like cowardice.
if Meyerlock, if,
Is it chi-
What do
is
you
it made
mean?
of-
What
is
do
it
you
made
What
of
do you mean,
chicken?
Solomon?
Is it chicken?
if
Is it chicken?
if Meyerlock meat was not added to the pizza, the overall taste.
What do you mean?
If Meyerlock pizza is not added to the pizza, the overall taste is a 6 out of 10. Award minor quest rewards, and Samry will not
Nice.
stick to the agreement. If
Well,
soft shell
how do we know
Meyerlock
if it's
meat,
a 6 out of 10?
if soft shell Meyerlock meat was added to the pizza, then the overall taste is a 8 out of 10. And if Queen Meyerlock meat was added to the pizza, the overall taste is a 10 out of 10. Award major quest rewards, and Samry will stick around. So, you will get 1 free pizza per day each. She will also agree to give 1 every day to the food bank at the church for you, Brother Dimglow. You will all level up. So you will hit level
Nice.
4, some of you, and level 3, one of you. So you can all do a level up in between this and your next session. We're obviously going to have a talk about whether Mac's allowed to play with the guys again. But yes, congratulations, boys. You have succeeded and completed my version of a real piece of work for Fallout RPG. I hope you enjoyed it, boys.
That was a
Thank
good
you very
one.
much.
That was
It was
fun.
great.
That was fun.
It was
And it
very
was a
fun.
close one this time.
It was a very close one this time. That was seriously close. Let's wrap up the video and then we'll talk about that with at length, because that was really cool. I'm going to enjoy chatting about that. Right, boys, thank you very much for playing. Shaemus, thank you very much. Gryphon, thank you very much. David, thank you very much. Adrian, thank you very much. You were all fantastic and a pleasure to run a game for. I'll be happy to run another one for you all in 2 weeks if you want to play another one.
Awesome.
Thank you very
Looking
much,
forward.
sir.
Cool. So, audience, thank you very much for watching. I am RxOliver. These amazing people are my friends. This is Fallout RPG. Stay tuned for more. Remember, war never changes. Good night.
Bye.